hear it, honey? You can hear the music?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Thanks.
Yes.
Oh my god, thank you, honey. I didn't realize. Huh? Thank you. Yay. I didn't realize you were doing that.
I'm sneaky.
Yes, very, very sneaky. I
Like
love you.
Slinky.
I love you. I love you.
Love you.
Thank you so much.
You don't have to
my
think.
wrist, never fucking with Geneva
Thank
shit.
you.
Something like
I love
20
you.
G's cheaper shit. Try to find your shit, but the jewelry store tell you to keep the shit. Look just like a rollie, but they really ain't dirty. What the fuck you think, homie? You walking around with fake rollie. I never knew that's why me they raps can make rollie. The motor fake rollies, your time and date gon' break rollie. The type of shit a thief won't even attempt to take rollie. Go out on a date, start making bitches hate rollie. Now pump your brakes, homie. Only the ball to qualify can rock the platinum voice in the distant Rolex. We're outside, staying alive like Wyclef. Getting high until my eyes shut. Wild steps and caress my tech. Rolex under my sleeve, nigga. To each nigga play a hate, I make you motherfuckers leave quicker. I read niggas. Look in my eyes and die slowly. Leave my 4-5 niggas then die for a rollie. I leave your chest, only your family outside lonely. Think I don't stretch to take an ambulance ride, homie. My 4-5 phony, that shit that crucified, homie. If I didn't, got so many damn niggas ready to ride for me, die for me. Eye for an eye, homie. That's what you get for trying to rob me from my rollie, nigga. Rolex rules. Any nigga with the Rolex on, you best believe you black stretch on strong. Some type of gas thing long. You shoot a bullet rainstorms when you got the Rolex watch piece and chain on. Listen, any nigga with the Rolex on, you best believe you black stretch on strong. Some type of gas thing long. You shoot a bullet rainstorms when you got the Rolex watch piece and chain on. To all my real players, throw your rollies in the sky. Wave them side to side to keep your 4-5 cocked to ride. So many motherfuckers done died trying to steal a Rolex watch, especially trying to steal mine. I remember the day I bought my first watch, the turf side, slinging them ready, the turf, it just don't stop. Raise niggas off the block who turf hop, just got my first 5 on the royalty check in the jewelry store, the first spot, I'm wet. Cash the check, grab the tank and jet. 10 G's in my pockets, headed straight to specs. I want my shit all baguettes, but it costs too much. Had to fuck with some less, ain't trying to floss too much. A straight gold presidential, no diamonds down the wrist, princess Cabeza, you know that small time and shit, but fuck that. I got the Rolex chain and ring the match. Stack my scratch until I got enough green, then bring shit back. Exchange, yes. Give up the chain and gain the Rolex. Drop some G's, it's just like property, so invest. And if you ever go broke or feel depressed and stressed, find your shit, I give you what you paid and not $1 less. That's big time of shit, white collar shit, so I check. I see some niggas casing and set hanging out by my legs. I grab the motherfucking Tech 9. The first time I get to hear that motherfucker scream and whine. Rolex rules. Any nigga with the Rolex on, you best believe you black stretch on strong. So type you got a thing long. You shoot a bullet rainstorms when you got the Rolex watch piece and chain on. Listen, any nigga with the Rolex on, you best believe you black stretch on strong. So type you got a thing long. You shoot a bullet rainstorms when you got the Rolex watch piece and chain on. What? To all my real players, nigga. Smoke a lot up in this bitch. Crazy shit. Sometimes you gotta floss. Sometimes keep that shit up under your sleeve. Niggas trying to get us, but I keep big heats, nigga. How many hoes you want in your ass? Black, black. 1, 2, or 3, nigga, what? Black, black. Back the fuck up, nigga. We do our thing. Rolex rules. I suggest you pack your cat too, my ballin' ass partner, or you will get flatlined. Done deal.
All right. So, honey, let me know if you can hear me over the instrumental in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Oh my.
Ready to take the leap and find.
No, I'm not ready to take the leap because I don't want to hear your ad. All right. All right, hold on. Is that good? Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Like you hear me clearly over the beat or no? Or turn it down or up? Do I turn it
No,
down?
I can't hear you.
Oh, it's gonna break up on your end, but do I turn it up or down?
Up.
Up. Right there, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Testing?
Yeah, up.
Up more?
Yeah, but I'm not hearing it on the live.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, you're not hearing what? The music?
No.
That's what we're trying to figure out, honey.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I thought I'm not.
That's weird. Hold on. I'll figure it out right now. I'll figure it out. Yeah, you hear it. It's just me turning it off because I'm testing, but hold on, I'll figure it out right now. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Me turning it off because I'm testing, but hold on, I'll figure it out right now. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Alright, that's pretty good. Me turning it off because I'm testing, but hold on, I'll figure it out right now. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Alright. So what I was saying is just try to let me know if you can hear me over the beat when I'm talking over it right now. Alright. You can hear me good? Over the music?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. So first of all, Tracy is a frog. That's right. That's the first thing I have to say today. Tracy is a frog. Tracy looks like a fat frog that's doing its little thing where it does the bubble in its throat. You know what I'm talking about? When the froggies do the bubble in the throat, honey? That's what Tracy looks like. Tracy is a fat hooker frog. That's right. That's what Batman has to say. And all of you should go tell Tracy that she looks like a fat hooker frog. Alright? Turning tricks in the pond with the lily pads because she is a hooker frog. Alright, that's number 1. Number 2, Miss Kiki Prime Baby, or whatever the fuck her name is. Okay? She looks like a little piglet. She's a piglet. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. That's Miss Kiki Prime Baby, or whatever the fuck her name is. Okay, she literally looks like a pig in the face. It's the battle of the pig versus the frog. Kermit versus Miss Piggy. Okay? And it's epic. Alright, it's epic seeing two psychopaths who are delusional go at it on YouTube and make absolutely no coherent sense the entire time they're doing so. And it's what we live for over here. Alright, so then you have Ken Nola, who literally is retarded. I mean, Ken Nola is slower than dog shit. He's very immature. He makes absolutely no sense at any point. He continues to incriminate himself, okay, as a pedophile. He's a sick, nasty man, and it's just that simple. But like I said, the cow and the pig will never stop going at it. And like I was telling you, Jenny, it's their fault because they continue to engage with these people. And when I try to go on their panels, they continue to have these lying trolls tell them lies. Talking about that I said things or that I'm saying things that I'm not saying clearly. Okay? And I don't care about that because, I mean, you're my entertainment anyway. Okay? And what I say is just the simple plain truth. I've never said anything that was wrong or out of character or could be misconstrued in any way other than the truth. You and your people, okay, Miss Kiki Prime Baby and Tracy and Ken Nola, are unwilling to accept the truth. So I just say the truth and then you all complain and twist what I'm saying. That's my issue with you, is you rewrite your fucking history and you run. You run from the white man. Okay, I am the white man. You run from the white man. You run from the truth. Okay, and we have examples all over this network that this is a fact. Okay, one of them being Network TV. He's been running from this white boy since day one. I've rap dissed him a million times. He knows he can't deal with me. He can't come at me lyrically. He can't compete. So because he can't compete, he just kind of stays in like a weird space, if that makes sense, where progress basically. Okay, so they stay stuck and I usually continue to advance. Okay, so Jenny has been helping me in every way, shape, and form. That's number one. I need everyone to understand, and I'm very happy about it. Yummy legs. Yummy leggies. My leggies. Yum. Yum. Alright, so, yeah, she's helping me every way but sundown. And I know that it's going to make you people mad. Because everything makes you people mad because you're angry, angry hippos. That's what you are. You're the angry, angry hippos. And you're very angry. Not angry, angry. You're all angry on YouTube. Misunderstood is angry because she doesn't have her drugs. Okay, Misunderstood is not misunderstood. She's a weirdo, like I said. She fucked a dog. The truth came out. She had sex with a dog. That's right. It's the truth. It's 100% the truth. This is factual evidence that has been presented before us. Misunderstood had sexual relations with a dog. These are the type of people that are on YouTube. This is the caliber and breed of trash that we are forced to deal with every day when we don't want to. Tyrese Sneed for president. Elect me. Please, elect me for president. I will change the structure of YouTube. Okay? To where we don't have to deal with trash. Because everyone, every American citizen should have the solemn right to not deal with mental illness. That's right. I, for one, think that it should be a crime to impress that mental illness upon other people and attack them with it. Okay? And that is a fact. Okay? 5:30 on my wrist. Got them pissed. Alright, they still mad. Jenny helped me a lot today because she's the only reason why I kind of went and got looked at today. So they gave me some medicine. I'm on an antibiotic. And then I'm on a, which me and Jenny know how that happened, how I got sick, whatever, which is some basic shit. But yeah, I'm on an antibiotic, and then they gave me like a really strong, it seems like it's really strong, and I took too much of it accidentally, but I think I'll be alright. But they said I'll be fine, but it's like a proton pump inhibitor, so it's for your stomach. Okay. But it's a different one that I haven't tried at all, so hopefully this will work and help, and we'll go from there. But I definitely need some assistance and help because every day I haven't been able to even breathe, and I'm fighting for my life every day, and I don't enjoy struggling like that every single day. Not to say that I don't still feel like I have problems, but whatever damage has happened needs to be healed ASAP because it's really getting out of hand. I mean, I've been fighting for my life. I don't think people understand how tough I actually am and what I've been going through. Jenny's seen it firsthand for a long time, and it's insane. And then it's hard to explain to people, especially doctors, because they're so programmed to believe in, only the doctor doctrine, which is okay and fine because it helps, and it serves its place and purpose, but they just don't see, it's like they fight the concept of any reality happening outside of the way they see things, and I mean, shit happens, and that's, that's just what it is, but I don't mind, it is what it is, man. I'm listening to them and doing what they say. I have no choice, and I'm trying to believe in what they're giving me and telling me. But like I said, at the end of the day, we all know what I went through. We all know what happened to me, and I still believe 100% that it was intentional. I believe I was targeted because of these people and their phone calls. I really do. And I think that that's inexcusable and sick, and there's a lot of sick people in the world, man. Like I said, it's not far-fetched to put it past anyone. I talked publicly. I talked about taking the creatine I was on at that time. Do you get what I'm saying, honey? What's to stop them from making a call and saying, well, hey, give them an acid-based antibiotic because they're evil, and like the people already knew me. Do you get what I'm saying, honey? Like, they were already talking shit like, well, if I was him, I'd want to be here too, because at the time I was there a lot because I needed to be. Because I really didn't have anywhere to go. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think definitely I was targeted. I think it makes 100% like common sense. And if I'm able to prove it at some point, especially in court, that's going to really help me, because that'll be a whole lawsuit. Another one. I'm suing everybody. I mean, I'm suing the brakes off everyone. I'm suing Google. I'm suing YouTube. I mean this shit with a passion. I'm definitely planning on suing everyone. Google, YouTube, possibly, that particular hospital, which is in Austin. Okay. I might sue them too for what happened to me, because it's really inexcusable. It literally is. And then to try to get help and just never be helped and never have anything done is crazy, man. And to practically beg for like people to just look at me at least. At least I was seen now, and they helped me. They did everything. They did a CAT scan. They did a chest X-ray. I mean, that's just basic shit that's necessary sometimes. God damn, that sounds creepy. Is that like? Oh, okay. I want to hear that shit. Yep. All right. So like I said, there's a lot of jealous people on YouTube. We all know what it is. And like I said, I've never told a lie. That I'll be honest always about what I say. That's the only thing that I could be wrong about. About happening to me. But either way, when I say I got burnt through my stomach and abdomen, that's true. That I put on everything I love, because I felt it gurgling inside of me. I could hear it with my ears. Like, that's not normal. And then I felt it, how it did it right in my abdomen where I breathed, and I wasn't supposed to make it after that. And then I just kept pushing, and I did. And then I think right around that time, I think I had a lot of breathing issues too. So that might have been connected too, if people remember, before COVID had ever really been named and taken place on a mass scale. I came down with something that was very similar to COVID, and I was working amongst a bunch of construction dust, so it could have been the construction dust. It also could have been COVID. It also could have had to do with that if that was at the same time. I don't remember, but it is what it is, man. And it's crazy because you got people who stalk me too, because like Super Saiyan Jim, he knew about that, because when he interviewed me, which was never in person because he's a coward, he's afraid of me, he's scared of me, he's shook. Everyone knows that. He brought that up and said, well, there was this period of time when you couldn't breathe or whatever, so you're studying me that much, homeboy? And that's what they do, like these weirdos, like they sit there studying you, you know what I mean? And still don't know anything about you. But he shook, he ran, he got scared like he always does because he knows I'm real. And that's what they really fear, is real niggas. So it is what it is. So yeah, when I go to people's panels, I mean, you should consider yourself lucky and blessed that I'm even gracing you in my fucking presence, because I'm above you. Especially cows like Tracy. Okay? Heifers. A bunch of cows on YouTube. You should feel like happy that I even am gracing your gay, non-existent, no view, no monetization panels with my presence to laugh at you. That's right, and that's what I come around to do. I come around to laugh at you. Hi, honey.
Can I mute while I go to the bathroom?
Okay. I love you.
I do.
Bye. Alright. So, yeah, like I said, there's a lot of weird people on YouTube that I don't associate with them. I do me. Are y'all mad? Because we know that you're mad. I don't have to ask if you're mad, but or do these make you more angry?
Play the podcast you love on.
Nope, don't want to hear your ad. Hold up. Alright. So, welcome to the fucking show. Does this make you people more angry? Because again, we know that you're very angry. So please tell me, do these super chats here make you more angry? Does the fact that Jenny helps me and donates to me, meaning she just helps me because she's my girlfriend. Okay. She does that because she knows she wants to help me, and she knows it does help me, and it really does. We're waiting for my first YouTube payment in a long time, which, I mean, look at this. We should be well over the $100 threshold, so we're just waiting for YouTube to get its shit together, okay? Whenever YouTube wants to get its shit together and pay me, okay? Because there should be no fucking way around it this time. Okay, last time they tried to use that excuse with their bullshit of, oh, you had repeat videos. I don't have that now. I don't have no errors on my channel. My shit is better than any YouTube channel out there. Okay? So, I mean, I need to get paid. I need to get fucking compensated. And we're waiting. And then I think I just link my shit, and then I think they pay me. So, let me take a look, because I'm sure it still hasn't happened, which is weird. Everything is tanking, going down, like all my shit. I think the whole market kind of got hit today. Yeah, it still says the same shit. Like, when are they going to report earnings this month? How long does this shit take? And how come I get thousands of views in all these shorts, and my amount of money never goes up? It just stays the same. I call bullshit on that, YouTube. Because YouTube is full of shit. So, again, a lot of you who keep on talking shit and doing the things you do, I'm going to start trolling you. Okay? I'm the only one who's ever, you know, I have fun. You know, I don't really troll, but I have fun. You know, but it is what it is, man. It is what it fucking is. You feel me? You know? But the main thing that I've noticed is that people are very angry. You know? And for good reason. I mean, I'm doing somersaults on them. I'm running circles around them. Okay? I'm speaking the truth. And this is what they can't fuck with. Feel me? So, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? It is what it fucking is. You know what I mean? Jenny is 100% legit. All of you know that. All of you know Jenny is real, and what we've been through a ton of shit together. And I stuck with her. So, first of all, none of you should mention my girlfriend's name, period. I don't play that shit, and y'all know that. Number two, you know what I mean, just, I don't know, it's just common sense. Leave my girlfriend alone and keep my girlfriend's name out y'all's fucking mouth. And that's it. Because you're cowards, and I just don't want to hear your little pussy games and your bullshit, because it ain't real and y'all don't stand on it. Alright? That's about it. Like I said, we're real people. You know what I mean? The rest of them are just kind of sitting there talking shit. I mean, you see, the people want to say that now that they're going at me. When did anyone go at me? In order to go at someone, which is what I invented, what they used to talk about with me when I was going at a nameless nigga who I don't even feel like mentioning. He's homeless. He just got a car repoed. He's banned from YouTube. He's a fucking nobody, and he's getting his karma. And it's barely starting. It's barely beginning. It's going to get much worse. Okay? Because he's who sent these people to stalk me, all these white racists. All this racism comes from Tommy. Tommy Sotomayor. Yep. That's the only time I'm going to say your name, because you're a nobody and you don't deserve any shine. You're gay. You're a fag. Right? I mean, you want to be a porn star and you ain't. You're ugly. You know what I mean? Like, you whack all around, brother. And you're mad because I went the fucking on you. I destroyed your whole shit before it even started. You never had a career because of me. That's the real truth. And when you went down the tubes, what you don't want to talk about and tell people the truth. Who flagged your channel down first? Me. I think he had a channel flag down one time. No, I think it was both. Yeah, I think I said at the time I've lost that phone, or I have it stored somewhere. But on the phone, I took screenshot proof that I think I was responsible for both times flagging your channel down. You should be mad at me. 100%. And it's not for any other reason than the fact that you sent these people to stalk and harass me for years, and I'm fucking tired of it. I don't like you, and I don't fuck with you. You're jealous of me, and you need to tell the people the truth. I mean, you went from literally stating, trying to copy me, that you had $300,000 invested in stocks. You've never seen a stock in your life. To copy me because you knew that I've actually been in that position, and that's nothing. That was light money to me. Real shit, that was light. I'm being real. That was lied to me. Like, I'm the boss. I'm the actual wealthy one. I'm the real shit with this. Like, I'm the real money maker. I can't say, like, I'm the Jay-Z of this shit. I'm the P. Diddy, because P. Diddy and Jay-Z are below me. They've never come close to me financially. That's really the truth of who you're talking to. I don't have to be in desperation trying to explain it to people. I'm a financial connoisseur, homie. Y'all don't know nothing about me, bro. But I'm real and I'm street too, and I do so many different things. And I live real walks of life that people can't figure me out. Like, it's not my job to explain something that can't be explained, because it's ingenious, and it's just I live faster and I get a lot more done than most people. And that's why I'm Batman and why you're not. That's why I'm a legend and a street legend and a hood legend and a street ball legend, and you're not. Okay? Now, I ran into a guy today that I know from the past. He's a pretty cool guy. I just texted him so he'll see it, but I told him I'm not going to be able to make it. But he actually was letting me, like, kind of work. So, like, I have an opportunity I could do for work, but I just don't really, I don't know, I don't want to waste any of my time, all due respect, and I just don't see it. Like, I don't see the business structure, honestly. Like, if I'm going to work somewhere and do some kind of job, the business structure has to make sense to me. Like, I'm a master at selling. Like, any product, anything, I can sell you anything. I could sell you a pen, like the Wolf of Wall Street says. And when I look at a company and the paradigm and the structure for what it's selling and the product is not right, I can smell it right away. And I'm just not going to waste my time. I'm not going to be gassed up. You know what I mean? And it's not just that. It's also just because it's late and I got held for a long time. I couldn't leave. I had a bunch of shit that I had to do with, you know, with what I'm doing, with trying to get my medicine and trying to heal, which is what I'm trying to do now. So, you know, I'm just, like, that's what I'm going to be focused on, trying to heal, busy, you know, just good things for my health, man. Stay in shape. I might start running again. I got a lot of things that, you know, I gotta really do. I gotta get on my job for, you know what I mean? So, that's about it, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, as far as, like, these clowns like Mike Saha, we've already proven to everyone knows the truth, the public knows the truth. Mike Saha's been copying me, imitating me, he's been stalking me. He hangs out with gang stalkers and criminals on his panel every day. Those people are weirdos. He's a weirdo, he's a narcissist. He tried to steal my whole shit, speaking about vitamin C, and present it like it was his. He looked fugazi and dumb for doing that, and you always will. Nothing y'all do is accomplishing shit. It just looks dumb. That's just the honest truth. Y'all look stupid as fuck, and you're gonna keep looking stupid as fuck because y'all don't seem to think. I also want to say that Roy Maiden Dade Rodriguez, you are a complete coward and a dumbass. And did you really get on camera flashing prop dough and then taking the prop dough while you're trying to move it like you're flashing it and putting the bills back where you just got them and moving your hands real fast to make it look like you had more money than you had, because you didn't even have much prop money. You had a couple of bills. You tried to extend it to make it look like it was like a whole bunch of bills, but it was just a couple. You were broke. You were weak. You were whack. And that's your fault. I don't mind telling people the truth about it. I don't mind telling people, hey, you're broke. Well, you are. See, you could go get a job. That's what people like you should be doing. You're a bum. You're emaciated. You look like you have AIDS. You're skinny. You're weak. You're frail. And this is why they're scared of me on here. This is why they're scared of me, period. Everybody's scared of the Don. Honestly. They're scared of me. Because King Kong ain't got shit on me. Where's my boy Ace at? He'll tell you the truth. I called Life Giant Films over here again. Michael Hacken, we'll see if he shows up. He's been kind of MIA lately, but he's probably busy doing his, you know, streams, whatever. I don't know, hating on Cyrex. I don't really care. My whole thing is, I mean, you know, like I said, we're not against Cyrex over here. You know, we're not, even though, you know, I get it. I understand where you're coming from, but, you know, we just want to see things change for the better, man, for everybody. You know, that's what we're all like. I'm a good person. Everybody knows that. Like, Jenny has said nothing but she wants good things for him, and, you know, that's just the truth. So, I mean, she even tried to help, you know, and It is what it is, man. And I heard that Music Biz Clown was talking shit to her, she said, but like I said, I mean, Music Biz Clown I could never take seriously. He has nothing to do with the music business. And he's just an internet nerd. I mean, what people say online is fake and irrelevant. That's what people gotta understand. It's like Red Pill, you know? Red Pill is whack and fake as fuck. Just that simple. Like, everybody knows that you're fake. Honestly. So again, to do some math for you, okay, since y'all get upset at the math, right? I mean, you love to hate, you love to do what you do, right? I'll show it to you. That's my math right there when I get my bonus. Right there. Read it and weep, bitch. Now see, what you gotta understand behind these numbers, look at them. I know you'll freeze it, you'll freeze frame, right? That's what y'all do. Y'all are real worried about counting my pockets for the read. Let me scroll up because that's not the end of it. Okay? Now, anything you make, you gotta be proud of, because I did all this off hard-ass work. I did this off struggling for years. Now, what you gotta understand is the figure I really should be at is 12 grand. That's what I was approaching. Then I bought the scooter. That's $1,000. So you gotta add that in the total even. My whole shit is down. Everything is down right now. Everything, Bitcoin, I have money in Bitcoin. Everything is getting hit hard. Okay? You know what I mean? Like, so if I lose everything on, like I said, my main investment, which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen at all. I think it's going to completely do the opposite. But if I do lose everything, do you know how much I lose at this point, seeing that math? About $100 even. That's all that's left right now. Because there's nothing left of it. And I mean, everything has a bad day, and that's all it is, and it'll bounce back, but this is what happens. You know? So, point is, I'm making bread. Jenny's helping me. I got multiple sources of income. Really, I do. I'm comfortable. I got my TV right here. I got my Netflix, like I said. I pay my rent. Rent is cheap. So, I mean, you know, people are mad. I got my laptops. I got this one. I got the one over there. I got all this shit that I wanted. I got the Bat scooter, which is durable as fuck and amazing. Thank you, honey. I really need to hear that. I appreciate it. You're back? Cool. Now I see you. Can you make sure you're unmuted, please? You don't have to.
Premium es YouTube sin anuncios y la app YouTube Music combinados.
Okay.
Prueba un mes gratis.
Are you keeping it on mute or?
No, it's not.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I love you.
I love you too, babe.
Mine.
Yours.
Ooh. All right. So, yeah, like I said, Jenny's helping me with everything, and we are going to be together. And yeah, we're getting everything ready and set up financially and in every way. So basically, you people can stay miserable and go eat a dick. Alright? It's that simple. Y'all can go eat shit. Do you not agree, honey?
Yes, I do.
Right,
They
so...
can go big dicks.
They can what?
They can go eat a big, huge bag of dicks.
Alright. So, yeah, we come on here, we're happy, we have a good time, we have fun, and I diss the shit out of everyone, and that's what I like to do at this point, because there's nothing left to do. I tried being nice. See, what I realized is these are people you can't be nice to. That's the point. It took me so long to understand. I mean, there's no point to the shit you do, but what I realized is you can't be nice to these people. I've understood the point now. The point for me is I gotta just not be nice. I gotta just be a complete fucking asshole. And I gotta just come on here and shit on everybody, custard style, diarrhea style, and just shit on everyone. Honestly. Real shit. Yeah, because there's nothing else to do with them. They're afraid to have direct conversation with me. They all fear me. They keep running around lying about me like some cowards and acting like I care. See, I've seen lies affect a lot of niggas and bitches. I've seen lies affect a lot of people. I've seen lies affect a lot of lives. I've seen lies bring down people, empires, all sorts of shit, giants. And I wasn't going to let it happen to me, and I didn't. Do you not agree?
I agree.
Alright, so I wasn't about to ever let that happen when it come to me. I'm too strong for that sucker pussy bitch shit. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let nobody ever say a lie around me, period. I don't like liars. I don't like lies, period, on the truth. And that's what I stand on, and that's what I roll on. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I mean, people can do what they want. You feel me? But I don't really give a shit what people have to say. I really don't. You know, if people want to support, cool. You can come support over here. If you don't, eat a dick. You know, it's just like when I talk to people, like, there's people that I want to get along with and I kind of like they're cool, but like, and I think you know who I'm talking about right now, honey, as far as like that new thing that was going on. You know what I mean? With what I told you, I don't need you to tell him, but with the guy, honey, that I know, with the opportunity.
Oh.
Yeah, I already talked about it. He's seen my channel too, so he might look up the channel, and that's fine. I like the dude. I've always gotten along with him. But like I said, I just don't see it as something I'm willing to do right now because the business structure, it doesn't look solid to me. Like, it looks like I'm going to get gassed up and waste my time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't seem promising.
Right, and I just got to be honest about shit for me because I'm not going to waste my time. Because my time is precious, and if I'm wasting time, then that hurts me, you know what I mean?
Oh, I agree. I even said that to you.
Yeah, I can get farther looking for, like, a legit job doing what I want to do, what I actually enjoy, you know, and that's it. You know, I don't want to get gassed up to waste my time doing something that's not going to produce, and they said sales are slow. So, you know, that's the part where I get frustrated when people send mixed messages. You know, when they tell you one thing over here and then they tell you a different thing over here, it's a little frustrating. You can still hear me good over the music, right?
Yes, I can, honey.
Cool. So, yeah, that's my main thing, man. I just want people to be honest, and I want people to be real and come from a real place when they're talking. I offer everyone direct conversation. That's all I have, to my face. And if they can't do that, I give them a panel on a live show. I've been doing radio over 15 to 20 years. I'm a vet at this. Anyone else, like, as far as YouTube, remember, y'all are YouTubers. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a radio show host. I'm legit in the radio game. I've been doing this for a long time independently. I do it legitly. I don't do it like y'all, like suckers. I'm not Bum Dot still rapping the nut word. Okay? I don't look like a roach. I'm not Roach Dot. I'm not Tone Gape or Tone Space or Tone Dick. I don't wear fake-ass jewelry that literally looks like you got it at a fucking, like, on the side of a corner bodega. Okay. Go ahead.
Frida called. She wants her unibrow back.
Oh, yeah. Frida called. She wants her unibrow back. This is Tone Space. Everywhere he goes. That's him. I can't believe that you would put up a picture of yourself, Tone Gape, when you were younger. Because you look the same. You got the same uni still going on. Like, god damn, did they never tell you to shave that fucker off?
Separate.
Literally, Jenny and I both, like, we couldn't even get around you. We would literally have to buy an electric razor and just zoop.
My OCD.
Yeah, I can't handle it either. It bothers me how he just rocks it like it's a style.
I have to snip it. I just have to.
Yeah, like that uni's got to get shaved, bro. It's got to.
It's my soul.
I might have to pay you, Tone Dick, to shave that uni. Yeah, like, it's not gonna be much. Maybe like $2, because that's all you're worth. You're like a $2 cheap prostitute that wants to rap. But, you know, you gotta shave that uni off, bro. You look crazy out here. And then real life is not in cyberspace. She's fat. She's a fat catfish bitch. She was trying to play it off like she's skinny using filters, and she's a fat ass.
Oh, wow, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, and now the dumb bitch is so stupid. See, this is the thing. They've gotten so gassed up that people built up their fake ego, not confidence, their fake ego, bravado, that they believe they can come out and show their face now. Have you noticed that? Now they all want to show their face. It don't work like that. Y'all should go back to hiding your face because y'all are ugly. Y'all need to hide them ugly mugs, bro. That bitch is fat and ugly. No wonder she's with Tone Gape. I'm like, now it makes sense. I
didn't know that she did that, made herself look skinny.
Yeah, every picture she got, that bitch looked like she's a skinny, normal-looking chick. And then she gets on camera, and she looks like the bitch who ate that chick. Real shit. She looks like she had a sandwich with herself in it.
See when people use filter, I call them filter faces,
yeah.
Or have changed themselves to make them look thinner. Yeah. They got some insecurities there.
Exactly my point, and that's all that she runs off is ego and insecurity. Like all these people, all of them are the same. So, like I said, she destroyed a man's car. She destroyed he was a nice black dude. The first guy she was with on YouTube that I've seen, he was alright because he was a nerd and he was just a nice guy. And she should have just stuck with him. You feel me?
No, Sifu really talks to an imaginary girlfriend.
Yeah, I have nothing in common with that fag, but again, honey, I don't want you to be responding to them all day because they're just trying to take away from what I'm talking about. Yeah. But that one was fine.
When I was fat, I wasn't ashamed to show it off.
Right, and that's my point. Is these people are weird, but yeah, don't respond anymore when because they're gonna do that and then just keep doing it to try to annoy me so that I can't talk on my program, and we're not doing that.
All right, deal.
Yeah. So, like I said, we don't play that game. I'm getting out the chat. I'm not going to be in the chat like that all the time. I'm only there for my girlfriend, just like she's only here for me, right, honey?
That's right.
Right. So we don't play that game. So whoever you are that keeps doing that keeps coming over here trying to harass people, you're guilty of a crime and you're going to go to prison. I promise. Is that not the truth, honey?
That is the truth. No games.
Right. And every time you come over here, you just add to your indictment. You just add to your charges. You just keep on, making yourself look worse, destroying yourself. So remember, every time that you type and hit keys, you all destroy yourselves. Is that not right, honey?
That's right, babe.
Right. So fuck them. So yeah, I don't play that game. I'm here talking. Don't ever interrupt me while I'm talking, trolls. Alright? I don't play that shit. So back to what I was talking about. Yeah, real life is not in cyberspace is a fucking cow.
Yeah, filter faces, filter buttons.
It's just ugly. I'd show you, but I don't want to risk the chance of my channel getting flagged or something, you know? I'm not going to put any of their content up here, even a picture. Go ahead.
No, I'm okay. I believe you.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I'm just saying, like, that's what they run off is insecurity. And she's only using Tone Gape, and I don't know what for. For what? For fake validation? Like, I think...
She likes caterpillar brow.
Huh?
She likes the caterpillar brow.
Oh, that's my other nickname now, honey. Steel Caterpillar. No, I'm serious. Because I'm built like a steel caterpillar.
You are.
I am. Look.
I know.
Steel Caterpillar.
I'm not disagreeing.
That's going to be my UFC name or my boxing name, the Steel Caterpillar.
Aha.
I think it's a badass name.
Mm-hmm. You're...
And Batman, of course.
Of course. Can't forget the Batman.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to crack my jaw.
Whoopie kippy.
Well, this side's just been fucking hurting. Because like I told you, when I was taking the vitamin C, it weakens my enamels, so then I chew, and this is my good side. And it just fucking hurts, and it won't go away.
Yeah, that vitamin C can do.
It's like that part of your tooth that it chews, and it hurts like writhing pain. I'm sure no one on here could handle it, but I've been through nerve pain in this one when I got a hole in it from the same thing from taking vitamin C. And actually, you know how that happened to me?
No.
That happened because of Dream. So that could be part of my lawsuit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because Dream kept talking shit, and I literally was getting pissed off, and I told them to quit talking shit. They don't understand that's a crime. That's not trolling. Like, if someone's really asking you to stop, why would you not stop? Like, that's my name. That's slander.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Yeah, so he kept talking shit and kept going, and it made me grind my teeth, and I was taking vitamin C at the time, and it so it wore my enamel down, and yeah, it created a hole in my tooth. I cracked my tooth, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit in this lawsuit. Like, those people are fucked. They're going to prison. I don't know why they get on here still and act like it's cute, and then they're admitting to charges. Like, okay,
Yeah, a lot that I didn't know.
yeah, he's the reason why that shit happened.
What a fucking piece
There
of
was
shit.
there was nothing wrong with my tooth. My whole tooth now is almost gone. It's eating itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. What a piece of shit.
So be proud, right? Like you're so happy about that. You're so proud. I don't really see how you could get gratification from that. I don't. I really don't. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you still make me stronger in my eyes.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're a lot stronger than you'll ever be.
Right. And see, this is what I'm saying. This is why we don't pay this any mind. Because they're doing it to stress me. You get what I'm saying?
I don't see
So,
nothing.
well, because I blocked it.
Oh, yeah.
That's my point. Is they do it on purpose because they're trying to attack me. So I don't need you to feed into it or tell me or repeat it or answer, because that's what they're doing.
Well, I'm just paying attention to you on here.
I know. I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm just letting you know now, before I start getting irritated, what they're trying to do.
Okay.
Because they know that would bother me. It would bother anyone because I'm fucking talking.
Yeah.
I don't need to be interrupted by these people when I'm talking.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, I mean, it's not like they're going to interrupt me in real life.
Right, exactly.
Okay, well, then they should act the way that they act in real life. So that's all I'm saying, is just whatever they type, because I already know what they're trying to do, because they do the same thing every time I go live. I'm not going to be bothered because I'm talking. I have a message to deliver. I'm going to focus on it. I'm going to do me. So just don't respond. Don't tell me anything in the chat. The chat is meaningless. I don't care about the chat. The only reason I go in the chat is if you're talking. Other than that, I don't care. Other than that, if it's something positive from like Ace or the normal people, cool. But you don't need to relay it to me, because that's going to piss me off. I can read it on my own.
Alright.
You get what I'm saying?
Cool beans.
And that's it. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to overwhelm me. I don't operate like that, man. I operate very smooth. Like, conversations happen slow. They're coherent. I don't like that shit. Just like I don't like people typing fast. I don't do that, because like I said, that's designed to heighten your stress levels. And I don't feed into that bullshit because I'm not stupid. And that's part of the reason why I can't heal, because they keep coming over here doing that shit. That's how much it affects me. It'll affect anyone. So, like I said, when I'm talking, I don't want to be interrupted. Period. Not saying you are, but just saying I don't want to be interrupted. Period. So, like I said, that's one of my names now, Steel Caterpillar. And yeah, like I said, I mean, these people are mad. They're going to stay fucking angry, and they're going to be upset. The thing is, what people have to do is get smart on here, and that's my point, is you don't give power to people who are powerless. A chat room means nothing. People are here to hear me talk. I have a link right there. Anyone who wants to speak can click it. The chat room was never for interaction. It was never for a way to talk to me. It's just there for super chats, so the way that you're using it is the correct way.
Yeah, I like doing that.
And then I'll check it periodically maybe, and that's it. But I really don't want to see a bunch of hate and negativity, and somebody who stoops that low and is that much of a piece of shit and a coward that they literally hide and go on every single time that I go live and just try to harass me and overwhelm me. That's anxiety. They're trying to cause me anxiety. So what that means is I'm making them feel anxiety.
True.
Right. So the way that we keep it like that and not allow them to attack me, because I'm just doing me. I'm not on here trying to bother, and I'm not trying to stress people. If they're stressed, that's their personal problem.
Right. right.
I'm not talking to them, so I don't need anyone relaying me what they're saying, correct? Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, I agree.
Right, and that puts a stop to that bullshit.
That's right.
Because I talk my own content. Nobody gears my content. The chat room is not a way to engineer my content. I'm in control here.
That's right.
Right, honey?
You are.
Right.
100.
And they can understand that. You're going to learn today. All y'all going to learn today. So, like I said, it is what it is, man. Like I said, that's all they do. They constantly have their pity parties. And I'm using keywords right now to really piss you off because I know how you people operate. And that's all y'all do. Y'all throw your little pity parties every day and sit there and bask in your own tears. Pretty much. But yeah, I mean, they're all clowns. I mean, like I said, Tone Space has never been a rapper. Never will be a rapper. All of them are just complete idiots. Tone Space, Tone Gape. You heard me?
That was a nice view.
Huh?
That was a nice view.
Who, me? Oh.
Yeah, you came close.
So, yeah, like I said, I don't know, it just is what it is, man. Like I said, like I see that people are mad, and like I said, when I come on here, I have fun, and I'm just not going to deal with anything that's trying to stress me because, oh, people are upset because I'm saying the truth and I'm clowning y'all. I've been clowning y'all since day one. Y'all have made that obvious because if I wasn't, you wouldn't have been running around talking about, oh, we're going to clown him. You ain't never clowned me. Clowns can't clown nobody. So, I mean, clearly if you felt the need to want to clown someone, it's because of what, honey?
I don't know.
Well, obviously they got made to feel like a clown because of me, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, that's what Ashes started. She's the one who started this shit, like I said. And I'm, for one, and fucking tired of it. Okay? So, like I said, y'all ain't doing nothing. Okay? You heard me loud and clear. Y'all need to learn how to hear, bro. Y'all need to change your tactic, man. You know what I mean? Because there ain't no tactic that's going to get at me. There's no tactic that's going to cause me any fucking stress. I talk directly to everyone. If people had anything to say to me, they can fucking say it. Is that not the truth, honey?
That is the 100% truth. I
Right.
agree.
So what do you people have to say? Do y'all want to have a conversation? The link is right here. There's no excuse. If you want to speak to me, click it. Don't type. There's no typing here at all. There's room for you to click the link and we can have a discussion. I'll step up to anyone on this platform right now in a debate and I guarantee I shut them down. Do you not think that's going to be the case, honey?
That's right.
Trying to find me a rubber band. She said that the one I was wearing was cutting off my circulation.
Oh, shit. Yeah, looser one.
Yeah, none of them are really that loose. I like them tight. Like your... yummy.
Oh, that part.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is real life and not in cyberspace.
Right. Hey, you boy. Oh, can you imagine?
This is Nutward's wife, Big B.
Oh, Lord.
That's
God.
that's what he said he likes to do, and he said he likes to use his fist.
Oh, that's gross.
He
That's
is
so
gross.
cool.
He's disgusting.
So that can fit a bus inside it? Ew.
Pretty much, and Big B is a bust. She's a huge bitch.
Well, yeah. Good God. Can you imagine? Imagine.
You got tons of fatties on here. I mean, oh, here we go. Thank God Michael's here.
Michael.
We haven't gotten to talk to you in a minute. I'm gonna put you right up. I do want to say one other thing. There's so many fatties on YouTube in so little time. Leah Parsons 333 is another fatty who I've come across talking about time for Hayokas to teach emotion to the collective. I mean, I think the collective would be afraid you might eat them. You're fucking huge. I think you should be worried about a diet, like an Atkins diet, not worried about Hayoka and what Hayoka has to say. See, all these bitches remind me of Jamil Nuts. Like, Jamil Nuts is fucking crazy. That's one crazy bitch. Jamil Nuts, and she would get mad when I call her Jamil Nuts. Do you remember, honey, Jamila?
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember when I was roasting the shit out of her before I went up to Green Bay to see you or meet you?
Oh, I remember.
We had a mad back and forth, and it got ugly too. And I won. I believe I won. What do you think?
Oh, I remember that, and yes, you did.
It was epic. She put up one of the better, whatever you want to call it, because she didn't bring any facts or say anything. But at least she tried. She tried to step up to me.
Yeah, you gotta give her kudos.
On here, yeah. She always tries. She puts up a good, bout, if you will. So yeah, I give Jamil Nuts credit for that. I respect Jamil Nuts more than I respect most of them, honestly.
True.
Well, yeah, because she stands up for herself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, so here's our rule, Michael. Before you come on here, our rule, and I'm not going to be repeating this. So if people violate it, I'm throwing you out. Of course, not Jenny or Michael because they've been here a minute, but we'll have to not be repeatedly discussing it. And Michael's smart; he'll get it right away. But we're not going to say names of any weirdos, which you know and understand. And in the chat, let's not respond to trolls at all because I don't want my content getting diverted at all. And don't tell me ever what they're saying in the chat because they ain't talking to me, and I don't need people bringing me that stress and harassment. And that's my only point. So I know Michael will have no issue with that.
I know. I actually explained that to someone yesterday.
Yeah.
Someone
You
actually
have to.
there's a girl that makes content, but she does it in kind of it's a unique way. She makes puppets of people and like Cyrax and Tony and whatever. And so I know her. She contacted me and she asked me if you would if you'd flip out if she did one for like on you. I said he's not going to pay. I go, you aren't in his world, so he's not going to respond with any emotion or
Right.
affect. I go,
Like,
it's not. It's not. I go, you don't understand.
exist to him.
It's like you just said. I go, I go. He is what he is. There's no facade. There's no makeup. There's no other thing. There's no person. Persona. I go, he's real is real, hard is hard, and I'll tell you what, simple as that. And just like he's not going to give you a pat on the back. Hi Jenny, how you doing?
And just like he's not going to give you a pat on the back. Hi Jenny, how you doing?
Can you hear him?
He's not going
He said
to.
hi.
He's not going to even bat an eyelash if you do whatever.
He's
You take my earbuds out. I'm just listening to you here.
I might recommend that you.
But I will.
If you do it or whatever, then it's your choice as a human being. I'm not here to tell you what to do or what to not to do. And but I can tell you that you certainly aren't going to have any effect on his life.
Right, exactly.
Simple as that.
Well, I'm glad you told her the truth. Like, basically, you don't exist to him, bitch.
Yeah. I said,
Right.
I go. I mean, you have to understand. I go. She's actually a real person. She does get things. I said,
Yeah.
so in your real life, if your neighbor was whatever, just if your neighbor was a firefighter and you made a puppet that was a firefighter, it is what it is. He's a firefighter. So that's not, it is what it is. But, just, again, you're making something that people are going to see. I would just think about that because, your behavior in life ends up being your destiny.
Yeah.
And one other thing, I don't mean to take up a lot of time, but I got about 25 messages yesterday because when you put up on live, let's go Alfred. Everyone messaged me to tell me that you're trolling me this whole time. That I have to look out. That you're going to kick me to the curb and everything else. I said,
No,
listen,
I don't troll. I've already made my only qualm with you clear directly to you, have I not? Which is just that we're
Absolutely.
not against Cyrax, and you basically explain to me what I'm taking it as is your content is more like shock value shit. And I mean, let's be honest, he's not perfect, so it's not like some of what you're saying doesn't make a little bit of sense, you know.
Yep.
But we just want to take it easy on the guy. That's about it.
Yeah, I've actually moved on to other stuff, and so you know, but
and it's not my place to tell you what to do. You're a grown man, so
right. And I respect that, but I also respect your opinion. So I wouldn't want you to not say what you feel.
Right.
You know, I mean,
Right.
I'm not a Girl Scout. This isn't my first rodeo.
Right.
If I'm going to go run and hide because you tell me how you feel, I'd have to be someone that you wouldn't want to associate with if I don't have the strength to receive what you're saying and get some value out of that. Whether I think that you're spot on or I agree or disagree, whatever you say with what you've gone through in life, your intelligence is something you should listen to. You can always gain a better aspect. That the worst thing to do is to assume someone can never give you any information that's important.
Hey, this reading, I'm listening to every word you're saying. This reading says you're not insane. You're about to pop the fuck off. Dark feminine energy, which is talking about me. So right here, I mean, what's it called? The Dark Knight, because it's operating in a dark energy. Did you know that you can operate in dark energy and still be righteous?
As a matter of fact, I'm very much
you,
into.
As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
I'm very much
into like karma and like the Buddhist philosophy of like the circular aspect of energy. I got into it in dealing with a very tragic personal loss of a friend of mine's daughter, and how I ended up dealing with it. These things happen. I mean, I had to learn a path to deal with it.
Is the music bothering you?
No. As long as you can hear me, it's totally fine with me.
As long as you can hear me, it's totally fine with me.
So
I just don't understand where my volume went for it, but I'll figure it out.
Okay. So here's one thing that I actually went to a Dali Tepe and asked him. I spent the weekend. There's a Buddhist temple in Connecticut. I went there, and I went back Saturday and Sunday and meditated. I prayed and listened to them, and they teach in a phenomenal way. They never teach anything but one-on-one, face-to-face with each student. So there's no room for misinterpretation.
Right.
So he sat down with me, and I had two questions for
See,
him.
that's the way I am. That's why I tell people I speak direct.
I think that that's a huge strength of yours. So
I think that's a huge strength of yours.
So my questions were one.
Yeah, I mean, I like to speak face to face or direct to avoid miscommunication.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I think there's a little delay
Like right
going
now.
on. So
I'm sorry. I think there's a little delay going on.
Yeah, there's a lag. It's all good.
Yeah. So my first question was about people that are filled with hatred and the philosophy of trying to approach people with always positive energy or always good intention. And this is exactly what he said to me. He said, if you approach everyone with empathy and positive energy and give them that, you'll never lose anything that's positive in your life, and you have a great chance of affecting many people that are disenfranchised. And as for people that are haters, people that are hate-filled, like if you're looking into the black darkness of pure hatred and evil, you're not going to change them. So you've lost nothing by offering them kindness or sympathy or empathy. And as far as how that balances out, nothing that you could ever do or anyone could ever do would be more than what they do self-destructively, because they know no peace, they know no solace, they know no inner wealth, they know no inner satisfaction, they don't know love, they don't know pain, they don't know pleasure, they're consumed by hatred. So they don't even have the ability to take that positive energy and utilize it. You didn't waste it. It'll go on to someone else. And you go on about your day, and you don't have to worry about being the balance of energy, because they'll literally eat themselves alive with hatred.
Right.
And I thought that was great. And so my second question is, how do I accept or navigate really unexplainable tragic loss? A child, innocent people, even elderly people that just get, somebody jumps and whatever. Just, you're very familiar. I don't have to tell you. There's an odd imbalance of people that are innocent. And it's because they're not built like us. They're not looking around. They don't see what's happening, and they're also not experienced with hatred.
I'm about as innocent as they come, but there's a difference between being innocent and unaware and ignorant.
Right. I talk about
in denial, unwilling to recognize the factual situation in front of you, basically.
Right. Like you don't fear anything, which is much different than being acutely aware of your capabilities and your who you are and your surroundings at all times.
I fear things like with what I've been going through right now, but it's inside of me. I don't really fear anything in the outside world. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't see something and have that like guttural instinct of like fear. It doesn't happen. You're like, your heart doesn't skip a beat when you hear a gunshot. What you do is you look to find out where it's coming from and what your next move is to save you. Fear is a DNA like built-in instinct from the Stone Age. Like fire is hot and it will burn you. That's instinct. You fear it. A fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's run. But at this day and age in 2023, you can fear a great white shark and you can let it consume you, or you can simply not swim with great white sharks. Or if you are, then realize that panicking, splashing, trying to swim away as fast as possible, foolish. As a matter of fact, if you stop and square up with that shark, it'll never bother you. What it looks for is trying something to try to get away, because then it's the predator. When it can see that you see it, you're not going to get bothered. But just to finish what he said about the takeaway of innocent people, he said, think of it like this: every piece of energy in the world, good, negative, positive, bad, okay? It's always the same. So whatever negative energy or bad thing that happened, like a little girl gets sick and just passes away, but of course that's horrible. You have to have emotion about it. But think of it like this: for that energy, there has to be a miracle put back in to oppose and balance the entire universe. So maybe that little girl had no fear, and she looked into the face of hatred, and she wasn't scared, and it consumed her. But in doing that, she was able to gift an organ, or she was able to just gift her energy, and someone survives a horrific car crash, and maybe a mother of 5 children and a wife and a sister and whatever survives, and that's a miracle.
Right.
And that's what happens. So it's just that you don't normally see those stories because the news, what do? They love to focus on the shock factor, right? But honestly, there are great things that happen. There are triumphs that happen every day. And also, they don't have to be instantaneous. You can survive many events that would normally wreck a normal human being. But when you are at peace, when you have like a state of no mind, where you're at total clarity, then you can overcome many obstacles over and over again in your life and succeed at a faster, more efficient rate. And then you're able to use a palpable experience to sit in front of a new student and you become the teacher. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so I see you smiling, and because you're already finishing my sentence.
Right.
You know what I'm going to say. I'm just talking for whoever wants to listen, whether they want to or not.
I'm enjoying
it. That's a formality. Right. So you know what I mean. I know what you're going to say a lot of times, and I enjoy listening to you. But you know, you don't need like a road map and a fucking GPS to know what I'm going to say. You know what I'm going to finish my sentence with. It's the same philosophy. It's the life you live because you live real life in a real way without bullshit. You've done away with all of the ancillary bullshit that everyone consumes themselves with. You know what I mean? You can put a tuxedo on a complete idiot. It doesn't make him a genius. It just means him a dressed up idiot.
Thank you.
Simple as that.
And you know, that's funny you say that because that's the way I've always gauged like men. Like, first of all, I don't feel like there is many men. Like, to me, you're a man, and I'll explain why. It has nothing to do with physicality, because I don't know your physicality, really. But even though I'd imagine your physicality is probably pretty decent, too, because you probably stay in somewhat shape, or try to, because your attitude. But it's just the mental. And that's what I was saying. Like, I always sized men up like that my whole life. Like, I can look at someone, and that's the way I look at them. Like, I could tell, like, I see dudes like that get dressed nice, and it's like, yeah, they look nice, but, you know, is that really a man? Like, what is behind what they're wearing? Because what you're wearing don't mean shit. That's what a lot of these women don't understand. They can't read who's an alpha male. They have it backwards. They think that, really, I don't think they have it backwards. I think they just like beta males because they like pushing their weight around, and they're all little bitches that want to act like they're in charge. I don't know if that would make sense to you, but that's what I've seen.
I can't even believe it. I've been on this for a week and a half about, there's a fool group of men that I stumbled across that I get a giggle out of reading some of the stuff that they do, but every post starts out with,
"Hey Millennials, hi at Cinemas." Yep. I don't mean to interrupt you. I just saying hi to them.
No problem. So
I'm listening. Keep going.
It's just you know when if you're going to start your description off with, you know, we're pure, high octane, alpha, big dick swinging, you know,
oh yeah, that too. That shows overcompensation.
Yeah.
The only time I rarely use those words. The only time I use alpha is for the business I'm trying to build, which is True Alpha Dating Advice. Because I want to teach people the meaning of the actual, like, how to be it, you know, because it's a real concept. But I don't sit there and preach my philosophy by just repeating the fucking word alpha, which you know that's what they do.
Yeah.
They'll just keep repeating, like, words, and it's like, dude, you're not teaching anything. It's like the red pill technique. That shit doesn't work. MGTOW, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like... Now, MGTOW, I agree with parts of the philosophy, but it's just like religion. There's little truths that all of them have in them, but they're spread apart for a reason, to confuse you and keep you divided and keep your mind where you don't understand what to fucking do, and it's a pretty basic solution. which is what the real concept is just be a man and focus on yourself a little more and realize your own value. And then once you have your own value down, then you're more able to offer that value because it's a lot higher. You get what I'm saying?
Right. I do. Right. I do understand.
Rather
exactly.
than not knowing your value really, which I've been in that position for sure, definitely. And not just not knowing my value, but just, I guess, because I was, looking for love and shit, but I don't know, that's just always been a thing with me, man. I look at dudes and that's like, I really do feel like I'm superior. I have for a long time. Not because I just think I'm better than anyone, because I've put in the work necessary to get here. And when I look at someone else, that's how I measure someone. Like, I measure a man by the work that they put in, by the things they've been through. And I think people are forgetting that. Like, what makes a man is what he goes through.
Right, absolutely.
People have really forgotten that, because if you haven't been through anything, you could talk shit all day. It's like all these people on YouTube, they got access to the free app, so they think they're special. But y'all ain't been through nothing. That's why I don't respect you, and that's why y'all don't like me. Because with me, respect is not something that's just given, and it is something that's earned, and it doesn't go both ways all the time, because you have to earn that shit. And if I'm a superior, it's like any gang. If I'm a superior to somebody, I already know I'm their superior. So them wanting respect or talking about respect to me is funny, because they don't have it, because they didn't earn it. Do you see what I'm saying? They have what I call fake pride, fake ego. They want respect that's fake. I can't give someone respect who hasn't earned it. I really earned my respect off of stripes of what I've been through. So then they try to take that and change it, like, oh, so you're saying like street shit. That's a part of it, but that's just one component. I'm talking about the whole spiritual like conundrum of shit that gets you to somewhere. Like, you have to have been through something, and for people to not understand that is crazy to me. But that's your whole generation now. Even the older people, they haven't been through shit.
Yeah.
So if they haven't been through anything, they don't understand. Without struggle comes no prize.
Right.
You have to sacrifice. It's this age-old saying, you have to sacrifice for anything of any value, right?
Absolutely.
And these people have forgotten that. They don't understand. That's the art that I have mastered that other people won't, is I love the struggle. I'm in love with the struggle. I'm in love with suffering, because I understand that the suffering and the struggle is the beautiful part to me, honestly. That's where the beauty is. The beauty is not in getting the prize. The prize is fucking meaningless to me. That's what they don't get. It's like with my stock project. You know what I mean? People want to talk shit. Now, they don't know what I'm invested in, but they want to act like they do. They want to put me down for anything I do. And it's like, you're not understanding. Right now, all my shit is crashing, and I still have a smile on my face. How? Well, number one, I didn't put all my eggs in one basket, because I'm a lot smarter than people, think or give me credit for. Number two, I put almost all my eggs in that basket at one point, and I put a ton of money in it because I believe in it. So even now that everything is fucked with it, I still believe in it. That's what they can't understand. Like, how does this dude not give up and believe in something that much that he's willing to basically expire over it? And I do. It's the same way I believed in Jenny the entire time I've dealt with her. That's why we're still together today. I think that's a beautiful thing. Like, when I believe in something, I really, really believe in something, and it's because I see something there, and I see the truth, and I know what it is. It's not like a qualm. It's not a guess. It's just something that I see and that I feel. And if I see that can't be fake, man. That's some real shit.
No, I understand that. And, it's a lot of people, talk to me about my philosophy on trolling and people that try to antagonize you. And I said, again, it's like what I was just talking about with Buddhism. I go, they're consumed with an irrational emotion to someone that they have no possible idea to actually know who that person is in reality. You know what I mean? So,
Ace, why are you mad
there's
at
nothing.
Michael? There's nothing. Here, hold on. Ace, wait. I need to address this. Ace, what is your issue, bro? Because you're about to earn your way the fuck up out my show. What are you attacking Michael for, bro? You need to quit attacking people. Now, if you want to, I mean, Dream's a piece of shit. Fuck Dream. But there's nothing wrong with Michael. Michael is coming here. He's been cool. So, what do you mean? Oh, by the way, if there is an echo today, we can fix that real quick. Because I'm going to take a look at your mic settings again. And you shouldn't have any echo. You have echo cancellation on. I can put reduce mic background noise as well, so I just put that. Say something, Michael.
It's just a delay.
It's just a delay.
Yeah, I'm turning up your mic too, so they can hear you better.
Sure.
So
I think you could put it on 10. I'm not sure that they would hear me.
What's your issue, Ace? My point is, if you have an issue, Ace, you discuss that privately with him, directly with him. My chat is not a place you come bring negativity. You should know better than that.
That's one of the things that again, it's a thing with me. If you want to attempt to get into my emotions, then do it with me. Don't bother with someone else's business. This is your business. This is your deal. You know what I mean? I'm up here because you asked me up. Why is he gonna get all in your chat fucking it up? You know what I mean? That's just rude.
Right. And that's my point. Yeah, it is rude, and I'm not highly offended or anything. Ace is cool. He can be here all he wants. He's a great supporter. But I'm just saying, whatever your issue is, the point is this. Why would your first, that's what I don't get. They use the chat like it's a throwing tomato thing. And they're throwing tomatoes at you or me, and it's a character attack. Whether you like Michael or not is irrelevant. Everything he's saying is facts and the truth, and he's speaking good, positive shit. So if you have a problem with that, that don't make no sense. Because that's what the fuck we want here. I don't care who it's coming from. As long as it's positive, I'm cool with it. I don't have any sworn enemies. You know what I mean? I'm not enemies with anyone. Okay? Even fucking Shamcock. I mean, if Shamcock were to be genuinely positive, I'd let her talk and admit the truth. Admit the truth that she lost to me completely, every way, shape, and form, and then, I'm the one with the fucking big dick. I'm the one fucking Jenny, and she loves it, and you're mad. And I was the problem the whole time. My dick threw a wrench in everything in the works. But like I said, I don't have anything against people. People have something against me. Mm-hmm. Just because they're jealous and wish they were me. They want the attention I get.
I answered Ace's question too. Sometimes I wish that they had better attention or recall abilities. But his thing is that he says I'm taking too long in creating the backstory. I've already done it.
We love
my place to do it. You're the one that makes the decision when you want to, actuate and put it into play.
Let me say this too. If anyone's taking long, Ace, it's me. I'm the one who I need to do a couple of things. I'm doing a lot right now, so I got to take care of my own shit, and then I'm gonna get everything opened up and ready, and then he'll be able to help me more with that. And I'm gonna be ordering items on my own, so I mean, I don't know, why you're looking to Michael to build it when, probably I'm going to be building it.
I just designed it,
he's giving me all the ideas and the creativity,
But it's okay. There's no sweat here.
Oh, I know. I mean, you gotta love Ace, though. You know what I mean?
He's a huge fan.
Right, and he's just hilarious. I enjoy his perspective still. It doesn't offend me. And I don't think it should offend you. You know what I mean? But that's my thing. I just don't want people attacking people who are cool up here. That's not what it's about. It's not about... See, that's that cult mentality shit. Mm-hmm. That's that, I don't like him, so you're not supposed to like... we ain't a cult over here, bro. That cult shit is for Tommy Sotomayor and all them fags.
Right.
That's that weirdo shit. I'm not on cult shit. I could give a fuck who likes Michael or not. I don't like the fucking faggot that Michael is associated with or talks to, but that doesn't matter to me. I'm still here talking to him, right? So, I mean, you gotta look past the bullshit sometimes, man. You gotta just see what's what and who's who. I mean, if Michael's not being genuine at this point, then he's the best actor. He deserves an Academy fucking Award. Real shit. Because if he's not being genuine at this point, I mean, he's a hell of an actor. I'll say that much.
Right.
Just being
I
honest.
mean, you got to think about the end game. I mean, what's the point of doing all this? Really, you know.
I don't know. Here, let me see something real quick because we got It's Cinemas supposedly. Let me see. Trying to get on the panel, which is a troll. So let me see what they have to say with their trolling ass. Let's see here.
What's up, bro? Why do you think I'm a troll?
I don't think I know.
From what? What do you mean?
Your name.
What about it?
Not your original name when you panel up, but your name when I click the 3 prongs says Knee Gears. That's a troll name. You have a troll icon. Every troll will have a letter. They won't have a logo or a picture every single time without fail. I can guarantee you that you're a troll, and you're going to try to convince me that you're not a troll, but you're really a lifeless troll faggot. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, if you're going to come out here as insult,
I can come out here any fucking way I want, nigga. Let's get that right first of all, bitch. Okay, now first of all, remember who you're talking to, peasant scum, pawn scum. Alright, peasant? That's number one. I'm fucking Batman. Now, if you have a problem with Batman, bitch boy, why don't you do something about it? Fucking fag. How about that?
Are you gonna beat Jetty
some more?
Right, exactly. Do you see how I call him out, Michael?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You see how smart I am?
Say hi to Marks for me.
Right. And remember, that's what they do because they're trying to find a way to attack me. You see how he tried to attack me at the end there? That doesn't do anything for me because it doesn't exist. It's not true. It never happened. Everyone knows that. I can ask Michael right now, do you believe that bullshit?
No, that's not. No, absolutely not.
And everyone knows that that's never happened, ever. I mean, not even once. It's never come close. It doesn't exist. So when you come on the panel and say that, am I supposed to be in a panic? I'm not in control of what people say. People are welcome to come on this panel. You know, if you want to talk shit, that's fine. Talking shit doesn't reflect on me or my character. You understand? So yeah, like I said, I mean, that was some other shit that y'all made up out of thin fucking air that never happened. And the same people, like I said, like the Shamcock bitch, were actually saying it. Like, they were saying it because that's what they wanted. So they kept saying it and saying it like they were trying to speak shit into existence. See, they're trying to speak negativity into existence. That's supposed to harm me?
Yeah,
like, people talk
I get
every
it.
day,
Yeah,
bro. We know the facts. We know what it is, man. Just like Jenny's right here, bro. I don't know if she's sleeping right now, but Jenny,
you can't undo someone's life. I don't know why they think that. You can't undo someone's life. Their reality is their reality. The fact that they don't want it to be like that, so they press hard on an alternate reality. That has no bearing on anything else. I mean, it really doesn't. Whatever effort they put towards that, they get one guy, they get 10 guys, they get all their little pussies together. It matters not. It's my reality is my reality. And when it comes right down to it, when they shut off YouTube, it's over. No one acts in real life. It's laughable.
Right. It's just odd. It's weird all the way around. You know, because
really
like you said, I mean, they're literally just spewing delusion. I mean, what is the point of that?
I can't see it, and I don't waste time worrying about it.
I mean,
really?
I can see that it's an attack. I can see that it's weird. But other than that, I mean, it's not going to hold any weight or fucking merit. Everybody talks. Everybody makes up shit. Everybody lies. I mean, not everybody, but all y'all do. And we're used to it.
Yeah.
But that's not going to change anything in reality. That's all he's trying to tell you.
Right. Well, I mean, a lot has to do with what they don't get in reality. So if they can go say that, I pressed Tyree, or I pressed Michael, and ha, and their friends are like, oh yeah, good job on YouTube or Discord.
Well, I mean, like I said again, you gotta go over the dictionary definition of shit.
Right.
What happened is he came up here and he got pressed. He didn't press shit. Like,
Yep.
I'm from the hood. I know what getting pressed means. I know I press motherfuckers for real. He just got pressed, did he not?
No, totally. Yeah. You're
And then he
right.
didn't like it. So what did he do? Like a little bitch.
He said that you insulted him. All you did is you called him out.
I didn't insult him. I called him what he is.
Yeah. I think that he insulted himself because he showed how foolish or how little effort he puts into trying to even disguise being a troll. I mean, I'm not going to argue that there's certain things that you can do that are stupid, but at least try to do them smartly stupid. Right? I mean, really, whatever you do, you're the sum total of the effort you put in.
I've told him. I've been telling him every day.
Total of the effort you put in.
Right, they don't listen to me. I've been telling them every day, y'all need to get new tactics.
Yep.
Period. Because this
Yep.
one-trick pony act shit is not where repeating lies from the past that you already said and got proven wrong. That ain't gonna work. No, the character attacks ain't gonna work. Calling me names ain't gonna work. Y'all gonna have to just go back to the playbook.
Yep. It's crazy.
It's that
Popping
simple.
up and
Like I said, I mean, if you have such a problem with me and y'all want to, if they want to attack me so much, Michael, what's the solution to attacking me? How does someone attack me? You explain it to them.
you can't.
Because I'm bad.
I mean, you can't do it.
Oh, they can. They got full availability. I'm in the street, am I not?
Well, yeah, no, you are right, and that's what you'd have to do. But that's not in their playbook.
Exactly.
Right.
They got the cowards.
That chapter's missing.
Right. The Cowards Playbook 2023 edition.
Right. All right. Yeah. We're out of techniques.
Yeah. They are, and then they just rinse and repeat, go over the same shit.
Right. Yeah. It's just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. And then they do. I mean, you have to understand what he's doing is actually a really deeply, mentally hard to have for people that insecure to have them like get around. I mean, it must drive them crazy.
Wait,
Right?
explain that to me. That part you're talking about, because I've been trying to understand that for years now.
So this comes from real life insecurities and feelings of inadequacy or less than optimal results in their life and success. So that turns into a complete emotional aggression online. It's actually called de-individuation. It's
That makes a lot of sense.
Right, so it's that anonymity, and then the group mentality, and then their story is completely whatever their imagination says it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's displayed quite easily in the people that they choose to make videos about, right? Because those people are always compromised mentally, whatever, you know what I mean? So when they get somebody real and they try to continue that story, and that person shuts them down, that's frustrating. But can you imagine before you even get to the point of the mental attack or whatever they think they're doing, that they see a completely elevated level of self-confidence, self-surety, and factual, truthful, I mean, staring them in the face, reality. You know what I mean? So that's gotta send them into double meltdown attack mode. It is. It's Baylor University has done a huge study on this since COVID came out, and the effects of de-individuation on different generations has almost mentally crippled so many of these people that have found, there's people that literally their whole chemical makeup of their body has changed. Everything you normally feel that gives you joy or happiness or just solace or removes anxiety, gives you peace, is always triggered by success, health, having food, water, shelter, like just the simplest things. It's the ease of getting through a day without, having like those little minor things that go wrong all day long. So.
And everything, I just want to interject, everything you just described is what I have now that I think they feel like I haven't had, and I kind of haven't had in a while, so yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're pissed off about it.
Right. I mean, it's obvious to me, in all honesty, that you're riding on a much elevated emotional level right now. I think that you're finding I think that you have always had a strong desire to seek good paths, successful paths, and so right now, for whatever reason, a combination of my interaction with you a little bit, obviously your happiness with Jenny, your obvious success on YouTube and in life, but I think that maybe the combination of two of those things clicking, and the simplicity of just the Batman mask, I think that it opened one of those paths up wider to let you see that that's the natural direction, and so it becomes comfortable for you, and it becomes instinct. You didn't even think about it. So you're on the scooter, flying around. You got the mask all day, right? You have to. I would say that your endorphins are probably flying. I mean, you're just riding around, realizing that you're completely conquering your life. Right? I mean, but not conquering with energy. You're conquering it like it's this giant mountain that you're normally used to climbing, but all of a sudden you're just flying up and flying down. It's like I know because you're athletic that you've seen this. When you break a level, you're always tapping like a certain amount of weight you can make.
I'm trying to get where I can bump, where I can jam. So yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's a great example. So, you all of a sudden, when you get past that one little hurdle that you need to, all of a sudden you're really crushing it. And you're like, this is like nothing. This is like a walk in the park. This is breaking twigs in a forest.
Right.
It's just easy, right? So I think the fact that there's less resistance, there's less drag, and what used to be easy but took you some effort just seems like it's just another day again. A lot of it's mental.
I think it was easy for most people because they had better situations than me, which is what they never talk about. Like, I got dealt shitty cards, but I use my cards, and I'm very resourceful. Like, it was easy for them. I didn't have any support system. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got mad issues. Like, my family's done nothing but try to fuck me over, hold me back, stop me from surviving. You know what I'm saying? I got crazy people in my family. My mom is paranoid schizophrenic. She's not, like, on my side. So, I got dealt a shitty card. Go ahead.
You see how all those things play such a monumental factor of totality in why your success is so much different, because they had all that, but they had it with a team. They had support mechanisms, right? You take a mediocre.
They have no ambition or desire because of it.
Would you agree if you take a mediocre race car driver, athlete, whatever, and you give him a world-class team of support around him, you can change technique and you can change your workout habits just slightly, your nutrition, your everything, and your mental, and you can all of a sudden become world-class athlete, a driver, whatever. You didn't have that support system. You had to learn how to be your own motivational person. You had to learn how to work through your curiosity about how to make things more efficient, how to build better structure, how to build better form. But you didn't have anybody to bounce it off of. So you had to go deep inside your mind, and you had to find the most simplistic linear path of how to make that equation work out, and how to basically teach yourself how to learn how to do it yourself. Now, it's hard. It's not an easy path. And I'll tell you right now, I'll be the first one. I don't necessarily wish this life on everyone, because most people don't have a true unbreakable spirit to almost laugh when the most ironic wall comes up, right when you've broken through everything, and then all of a sudden another wall. It's just, instead of being defeated, you're like, you know what, give me 10 more walls, let's do this.
Right.
You know what I mean? It really, it sounds corny, but it really is like that. You have to become so confident in the fact that you're going to have, every corner you turn, you're going to have an adversary or an obstruction or an obstacle or something, a hurdle to get over. You know what I mean?
And that's basically what Batman represents in its entirety.
Right. And that's why, again, everyone is saying Batman, and they don't even get it. They're still focused on Batman, the person. It's not. It's a philosophy. It's a energy. It's a missing link that needs to be there. It's not that you're Batman. It's that you are Batman's function.
Yeah.
Right? You could be Batman and you could sit home and read a paper. Right. You could just do nothing. But that's not your personality. That's why you're Batman. Because you're action driven. You're result driven. Your world function purpose driven. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I bet you that you sometimes find that you sometimes, maybe even unknowingly, you back yourself kind of into a tricky corner so you can just, again, work your magic to get around obstacles. I know that I definitely do that. I can tell you I've done that so many times on, with timelines and budgets and things, and I it's almost like a weird defeating thing where you kind of put stuff off, so you only have like a week to do 2 weeks worth of stuff.
I don't think I've ever been self-defeatist, but I test myself.
Yeah, that's probably a better word. You put yourself in a position where instead of going from the shallow to the deep end, let's just go straight to the 10-foot end. Let's just go for it.
Yeah.
Right? No reason to wade in the shallows. We're deep water swimmers. Right?
And I approach my whole life like that. A lot of people like the video I did when I first got on YouTube where I said people drive how they live their lives, and I was showing how I was driving my Porsche. And I drive fast and I move people out of my way, and that's exactly how I live my life.
But I saw that. But you do that not like a crazy man, honking your horn, screaming out the window in chaos.
Real smooth.
You do it with swift, decisive, precise, and acutely safe, but very technical ways. Right. You become born with the vehicle and you use the vehicle's elevated ability, its own power, its own skill, the things that's built into it, and you push the envelope because that's what a driver is. I mean, that's why they have a Porsche versus a Toyota. Because that Porsche, if you yank that wheel, that car is 16 inches off the ground, low profile tires. That car is going to go 90 degrees, whatever way you pull it, and however hard you want to do it. You know what I mean? Anti-lock brakes. You know what I mean? When you punch the gas, it'll snap your neck. This is no minivan, right? It's meant to be able to be capable of driving like that, and it's meant to be driven like that. I mean, if you're going to go around, and only use 1 through 3 gears, then I don't know. But again, some people buy them because they look like they're a lot of money, and that's what they want to use them for. Other people use them because they're, elite motorsports cars.
Yeah, I mean, mine was automatic, but yeah.
But still, it doesn't. It drives like a standard shift. You know what I mean? That's how I know how all Porsches work. I had a Porsche 911. I had a crossover for my wife for a while. I've always had like a Mercedes, stuff like that. The sports shift or whatever. Nobody likes pushing in the clutch every day. You know what I mean? So when I think I hit about 35 or 40, I stopped using standard shift. But I still use the high performance mode. You know what I mean? Like my wife shifts right all through all the gears of her Mercedes. So.
Man, I can't get over how pathetic that dude was earlier. Like, I can hear his gay ass voice and hear that he's one of them fags.
Yeah, you know what? It's really funny too because they were hammering on a kid today. I happened to stop by and watch that video for a second, and you know why they're on? Because Mark's the dude. He's got a bug up his ass for me. He's trying to start a rumor that I'm a racist, and so he's trying to use anybody to get them. Yeah. So that him and It's Cinemas, they're buddies. Like he plays all these things for Mark's text and all these little marks.
No, he's a piece of shit.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's funny you bring that up about the Marxists because that's what they believe in, Marxism and socialism, which means they're part of the New World Order, meaning they're part of a demonic cult, meaning they're part of Freemasonry, meaning they're government fucking slaves and pawns, and they were sent here. They're actual agents that work for the government. Yeah. That's literally what that means, what you just said.
When we can talk private, I can tell you how I prove that to you because I stumbled upon. Remember I said I stumbled upon this thing today?
Oh, I already believe you, but I mean...
Yep, I can tell you 100%. Like, yeah. It's 100% what you just said.
It's creepy. It's just weird.
Really
I'm just saying, normal people are not studying Marxism or promoting it.
Yeah, and they're certainly not...
who would want to live in socialism? Like, who would want communism? Like, you gotta be that's a self-defeated son of a bitch right there. That makes sense that they would believe in that because they don't want individuality because they look in the mirror and see ugliness.
Yeah, and the other thing is that they don't want different levels of success. They want everything to be an even playing field because in their mind, the way that they get ahead is by cheating people. So if everybody's got the same amount, they feel that they're going to escalate themselves because they're going to get over on the stupid people, or the marks. You know what I mean? The idiots, the autistic people, the retards. Well, I mean, you don't have channels that make fun of people that are successful. Like, that's why nobody trolls.
I mean, they try with me, but it has never made sense since they started. Nobody watches or laughs at me. Like, they're on their own talking to themselves, sounding crazy.
Yeah, one thing that I learned really early, long ago on YouTube, long ago before these guys are around. But when you've experienced certain things in life, it seems completely outrageous to certain people. I mean, they can't even imagine the fact that you've been a millionaire. I mean, that's not. It doesn't compute to them. So they just think that Right. They just think that you're kooky. I mean, they really do, Tyree. Like,
Let me tell you why that's not true though. They saw it for years.
Right. But their mind won't let them accept that truth.
But they have to.
They're so programmed. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Though? That's you just hit why they hate me. They hate me, well, because they ain't me, but they hate me because they know that is the truth, and they don't want to accept it, but they have to, and they know they have to.
Right. So, but they don't have to say it on YouTube. They can just keep saying the different, and then they can go and look in the mirror off YouTube. You know.
Feel a little bit better about their downstrucken self.
Yeah, usually they feel worse because then the reality hits them when they crack the mirror.
Yeah, right.
I mean, how would you like to look at yourself in the mirror? I mean, some of these guys are really, sometimes I get myself in trouble.
I can guarantee you that dude that came up here, the cinemas guy, that he's a straight fag, he's ugly, he's a little bitch.
I can't even, you don't even understand. They're all a bunch of pussies.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? It's just
embarrassing.
Yeah.
It really is embarrassing.
They're not. What cracks me up is that they're not even slightly creative. Like if I just went and watched you, why come troll me 18, 20 minutes later? Like that's like putting two Legos together. Gee whiz. I don't know.
They do it every single day without a veil, bro. Every day.
It's unbelievable.
They're addicted.
They are.
And you pointed out the truth of why they're addicted. They're not addicted because it's fun. It's not fun. They're not having fun. They're addicted. They're addicted because I'm the source that made them feel inferior.
And here's the thing: rather than even take and 100th of a second and listen, they just immediately go and try to grab you at the ankles and pull you down. They don't want to make themselves be successful. That's not what they want. They've already decided to being what they are. There's no changing who they're going to be. I mean, let's just face that. You have it, and if you have it, even on the slightest level, you don't waste time talking about what other people do or don't have, because that doesn't affect you. Right? So they're just here so they can pull you down and say, see, you're lower than me because, but they can't. Again, because their depth perception is altered because of their brain damage. They're on the bottom floor, looking at the top floor, and they just don't see because they're looking straight up. They don't see that that's a mile away. They think it's only a few inches, so they're clawing at you, but they're not even touching you.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone explain it as well and as descriptively as you do.
Well, I try to talk with purpose.
Right.
So, you know what I mean?
Oh, you definitely do. You don't try. You definitely do. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I'm listening.
Yeah. So I mean, I like talking about those things because it's easy if you want to. It's easy to be able to change a few of your habits and find success. You know what I mean? And I just think that's such a. I think it's such a great gift if you can express and make that information palatable and receivable, because there's a huge, that's a huge thing. The way people receive things has nothing to do with truth. And that's a problem.
Here, hold on. I'm listening to you. I'm just trying to unplug my scooter.
No problem. You know what I mean? So when I used to lecture, I would structure what I wanted to say, but then I would go through it and I'd have to realize that many people are going to start out with a predetermination just because of narcissism. That like, oh, this guy's just saying that. That's not what really happens. No, it is. Trust me, it is. That's why I'm here in front of all of you, because that's how it happens. You know what I mean? So, but I have to realize that I have to give them the benefit of the doubt that they don't want to be a narcissist. They don't want to be negative. So, and that takes nothing away from me. So if I just give some extra effort to make my definition, my explanation, and the path that I give to them of how this works, then more of them will get it. And then that makes me feel better. Like, I love to talk to people about how to do things and have them get it and do it. And you know what I mean? They can absolutely take it and run with it and thank me and leave and see them 2 years later, and they're like, you know what? I ended up going from like mailroom to now I'm a loan officer. Or from a guy that used to hold a fucking microphone pole, which is a grip, to like I'm a camera operator now. I'm like, fantastic. I'm pumped for you. No one else is like, if someone came up to me and said, Mike, I'm the director now, that's over me. I'm psyched for that person because their success doesn't take away from anything that I want or I will get.
Right.
It just doesn't. You know.
Yeah, it's really weak and pathetic how they are, man.
Yeah.
True.
But
What were you gonna say? Like, to each their own?
Well, I try to leave the negative, like the little cutting comments off the end. I try to take your advice and just, not say so much, you know what I mean? Because I think you and I are both thinking exactly the same, so it doesn't need to be said,
Right.
It's like, if you don't want to hurt in the forehead, stop hitting yourself with a ball peen hammer.
Right.
I don't know. I've only walked into one wall in my life.
Right.
And then I stopped walking the wall.
Every day because of me.
Yeah, it's those wind-up cars that hit a wall and then go flying away. The wind-up cars.
I think I used to play with those. Yeah.
Yeah, and they hit a wall and they bounce off and hit another wall. That's my analogy for them. They just hit a wall and then they're off. They came here. They got nowhere. Now they're over they're on some Wilson's page and they're accomplishing nothing. They're taking advantage of somebody. They actually have some mental dominance over, which is incredible. You know what I mean? But I mean,
like Cyrax or
right,
people like
yeah,
that. Right.
Yeah. There's like what's his name there? I can't think of it.
Who? Your device says not connected. I don't know why. What happened? But I can't put you back on until you connect the device. It'll probably put you on its own. Wonder what that means. Let me go out and come right back in too. Hold on. Alright, bear with me. My connection is fucking up. Can you hear me? Michael, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, there I am. Sorry, my arm caught the wires to my
I was
head.
going to tell you real quick, too. Oh, you're good. I was going to tell you, too, I got looked at today, which I haven't done in a long time, and they gave me an antibiotic, which I need for some other shit that's just popped up and going on. And they gave me Protonics.
Oh, what is that? Is that like
It's a really, I think, really good, strong proton pump inhibitor. What I need probably because I told you I got burnt all through here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they always like to argue that, but like I know what happened to me, and
Right.
I'm just hoping that it works. It seems like it's definitely helping a little bit already. And
Great.
I screwed up and they gave me a shot with it. And then my dumb ass, because the guy at the pharmacy opened the fucking the pill thing, so I fucked up and took another one when I wasn't really supposed to. But they said I'll be fine. I just took like basically the dose you take in 2 doses. I took all at the same time. Yeah. That shouldn't hurt me, right? It's just an acid.
No. Stuff like that. You're there's actually there's a supplement called Nano CoQ10, and the one thing for years that all of the medical industry has said is that the heart muscle can never be rebuilt. A heart attack, whatever. That's it. That whatever part of the heart muscle is dead. Well, that's not true.
It's not true, right? Yeah.
It's not true. And it's actually an incredible story. The kid's mom had a heart attack, so she's on life support because half of her heart muscle was completely dead, just wasn't working. And the doctor could see this incredible pain that this kid was in. And he goes, is there anything that I can do? Just anything. And he was part of Pharmanex, which is a supplement company that does real cutting edge type stuff. They had found a way to make CoQ10, which is this supplement.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's good for heart health.
Yep. So, but it'll work on a lot of different things, but specifically the heart. Well, they learned how to split the atoms of the CoQ10 and double the potency without increasing the volume of the supplement. So it's called Nano CoQ10. And they have the patent on it. So they had just come out with it.
Can I order this shit?
I can actually get it for you. I have some. But you can definitely order it. It's Pharmanex. I give you all the information. And it is
Let me know that, because that's what I've been concerned with mainly with what happened to me, is if it's affecting my heart or not. But I mean, my blood pressure is good, my heart rate is good, but still, I'd want to take it. Yeah, if it's good.
You got to hear the story. So he just did this because it's naturally good for the heart, but like at some point, and everything he knew. I mean, he was a heart surgeon. He just knew that like the heart muscle can't be rebuilt. So he wrote down on a little sticky note to the kid to give her, a 3,000 milligram capsule 3 times a day. And so that's one capsule, right? And so that's what he did. He misunderstood. He gave her 3 capsules 3 times a day. So 9,000 milligrams 3 times a day. I mean, that's an incredible amount of CoQ10 in your body. But supplements, your body takes what it can use, and then it gets rid of the rest. Almost 37 or 38 days later, his mother was wide awake. He basically had been pounding this into her body, and the doctor just gave it to him from an empathy standpoint, just try this. But he gave her so much of it that this doctor had a breakthrough because she woke up, her heart was on functioning on itself. And he went back to Pharmanex, and then they went through clinical trials with it, and they realized that in fact, your body with this supplement, it will take as much as you give it to rebuild the muscular, the entire cellular growth of new heart muscle cells. New heart muscle cells. It's incredible. I mean,
you better remind that to Jenny. Yeah, if I ever have an issue, yeah. I want that done for sure, and she'll have to be the one to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's Pharmanex has a lot of good stuff, but I have a ton of Nano because my mother was the one that got me into that. She was telling me that story. She was a nutritional protocol expert later in life, and so I ordered boxes of it. And I was like, because my wife's dad died of heart disease, so I worry about my wife, I worry about my mother-in-law, and her uncle ended up having a stroke and quadruple bypass. And they told him, listen, one of your valves just doesn't work, so you got to take it easy. So they started giving it to him. He lived 10 more years.
Wow.
It's good stuff. I had bottles everywhere. I mean, when we figure out how you want me to get you stuff, I'll send you stuff so you can at least take it and start building it up, and then you can order more right from Pharmanex themselves. It's actually so it's so specific with the patent that you have to actually get a Pharmanex rep that will order it for you. They don't even sell it on a retail level. I mean, that's how they do it. They just assign you a rep that you can buy anything from Pharmanex through this rep.
They just assign you a rep that you can buy anything from Pharmanex through this rep.
But it's phenomenal stuff. But that's how they prevent it from getting into like a health food store or whatever.
But it's phenomenal stuff. But that's how they prevent it from getting into like a health food store or whatever.
And they can main control
Pharmanex?
Pharmanex. Yep, Pharmanex.
They can main control it. Pharmanex. Yep, Pharmanex.
Yeah, I don't see anything about any way to order it.
Yeah, it'll give you information about the company and like how they're it's a phenomenal company.
Like how they're
and I mean, from the most basic standpoint, the way the reps work or the people they sign you, it's like multi-level marketing.
The people they sign you, it's like multi-level marketing.
You know what I mean? So they sell it, they make money, but they don't put it in retail stores.
They make money, but they don't put it in retail stores.
I can get you in touch with a rep like nothing.
I can get you in touch with a rep like nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it does phenomenal stuff.
Yeah, it does phenomenal
stuff.
It
actually, it's like one of the drugs that I'm on, the platinum. It circulates through your red blood cell production, and it targets dead red blood cells or insufficient blood cells, and it replaces them. So if it's your heart, and that's like the heart is where it really targets. But any part of your not your skeletal, but your muscular system, so your any muscles in your body, stuff like that. Usually, most muscles when they like when you lift, you tear your muscle, right?
Yeah.
And then it heals and it gets bigger, right? The heart can't do that. And that's why it's different. The cells are different because you can strain your heart, but then it would grow back bigger. And so you all of a sudden people would have huge problems because you know what I mean, like they could have like that's actually an illness, is like having a swollen heart, right? That's why those cells are different, and that was the anomaly of why when you injure your heart, it doesn't repair itself. Because by design, it's not a muscle that grows. That's why this NanoCoQ10, it replaces the dead or the inactive blood cells that trigger the nerves to react and twitch, which is how your heart pumps. phenomenal stuff. It really is. I mean, I have like a ton of useless knowledge about a lot of things, but that's
Do you
one of
think
them.
with what I described, what I went through, that it would affect my heart at all, or do you think it can't really get to it?
No, I think that I never even thought of that when you asked me what you could take. I can't believe I didn't think of this. I'm glad you brought up stuff like that to me because it triggered that in my mind. That is something that you would definitely benefit from. I would put my reputation, my life on it.
Oh, I believe that. I'm just asking, like, with the
Yeah.
you know, the acid and all the pressure, you don't think it,
No.
but it's
No.
two separate systems, isn't it?
You want to know why? Because it doesn't go into your bloodstream. It gets when you take it, goes into your stomach.
Oh, I'm not
Then-
talking about the medicine. I'm talking about with what I've been going through for so long, trying to breathe, and with the acid coming up. I'm saying, can the acid? You don't think that it was touching, like, burnt my heart or anything?
I'm positive that strains your heart if nothing else, especially if you have interior damage, like you said. Yeah, I mean, let me tell you something. Stomach acid is like one of the most powerful acids in the world. Like, I mean, human body is incredible. You know what I mean? But like, I'm sure that you've had like a real struggle with something and you're throwing up. Let me tell you something. It's not pretty when you get down to that last bit of stomach acid that's coming out. I mean, it's fucking brutal.
It's not like I don't really vomit. It's hard to explain. It's a lot of pulling. It'll pull on the back and pull on my lungs, and then like my heart's been palpitating for like a month now, like horribly.
And what happens, at least what I think is happening, is that your heart is controlled by your nervous system. Your nervous system is controlled, just like we were talking about fear. There are certain things that are in your DNA. So you might not even feel it, but your body's getting hurt or attacked or injured because of this acid. So your nervous system realizes it, and it shoots out a signal of your body to react to that. One of those things is to elevate your heart rate so that it elevates things like adrenaline and things that will help counteract that. So it could be completely subliminal. Like you're not even knowing what's going on, but you're 1,000% right. Just your heart beating more, faster, more frequently. That's not normal. That's going to task your heart. It literally is. So if you take something
my heart's extremely strong, and I mean, at least like lately, like since I made this move, it's been really good. Like my heart rate's been low like it normally is. My blood pressure is like, I don't know, like I think like 116/40 and shit like that.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. You see what Ace is saying here? And
you're saying you don't think I'd have any issues if I have a blood pressure and a heart rate that my heart rate comes out at like 60 something at like the highest after like I'm on the scooter.
I would rather say it like this. I would say that I don't think that taking this Manucopa would not do anything that would be not beneficial for you. Not that I would.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah.
I think that you're bulletproof. If you want my honest opinion, I mean, honestly, I think you're like that car crash with the wheels are off, the fucking sparks are flying, it's 2 miles an hour. I mean, you're gonna push it till that thing's fucking done, right? I mean, let's just face it. I mean, you're not gonna fade away. You're going out in a fucking hail of glory, right? Right, just listen, let's not call a spade at this point. I'm not going to talk around. So, but intelligence tells me that if that hail of glory can be 2 years longer than normal, then that's a benefit, right?
Oh, yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
So all I was asking you is just like, you don't think it's done like any permanent damage is what I'm asking.
I don't think it's done any permanent damage that you can put into any relatable form that's going to take away from your life. And if you died at 90 or 89, are you going to regret your life?
No.
No. So there you go. I mean, you're not going to regret your life no matter what. That was a stupid question, but it's the best I could come up with.
No, I'm just real big on that. Like that was my main concern is
You
my
think
heart.
about it?
I haven't really had them check it out, and I don't know if there's really a point because I think on paper it'll come out fine. It's just for me, it's just felt kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say weak at times, but it's hard to explain. I mean, what I've been through is insane. So it's
Well, of
just
course.
very
I mean,
taxing on it where it just feels kind of weak. Like it's hard for it to, I don't know how to explain it to you. Like it's the only word I can really use.
I can understand what you're trying to get to me.
Because
So,
like you said, your gut is like where your whole nervous system is. So I was burnt. I've been burnt straight through that. So I feel like I don't feel anxiety. I feel fucking like I'm in hell. Like I feel every little heartbeat, everything that shit. Like I guess it's like anxiety partially because of it. But it sucks.
Have you ever been treated for an anxiety? Not anxiety that's like
I won't take the medication because I know it makes you dependent, and I don't really feel it helps. Because it's not really just.
No, you're right.
Yeah, it's resulting from what you're saying, like the physicality of what's happening.
Do you do anything like meditation or any kind of like de-escalation or relaxation techniques? Like meditation is a 20-minute thing a
I
day.
wasn't able to before, but I'd probably start now. Tonight's the first night, bro, in like 2-3 years I've been able to feel like I can even breathe.
Well,
this has been going on for about 3 years. My lungs been blocked off. You have never noticed where you see me gasping for air? Like
I do.
You see right now, I'm not doing that, and my nose is not going where it's like flaring because I'm trying to get air.
I was going to actually say that obviously I don't know what you're going through, but I can imagine it's like when you need to take a real deep breath so you can satiate that weird thing. You know what I mean? You completely fill your lungs
in. Occasionally because of like anxiety because I feel overwhelmed, but not as much as I have been lately. Because the other days, like when I was doing my show with you, I couldn't breathe, bro.
Right. So I think that
I'm literally in front of everyone not breathing. It's just they can't tell because I'm a fighter, so I just keep fighting.
You don't have a lot of tells. You don't really sit there and it's not noticeable. I mean, unless somebody's really studying it, and even then, it's very, very subtle. You just power through. But I can tell tonight that you seem like you feel like just almost like a little bit of relief.
Yeah.
And I can tell you my personal experience with bouncing back from health issues. Is every time somebody figured something out or a medication actually worked, surgery, whatever, the instant that I walk out of that office, I could totally feel my entire body was just relieved of some weight that I didn't even realize I was carrying. Like literally, I could just, it's like exhaling, And I think that's what you're going to feel for a day or two.
The hardest thing for me is exhaling. Yeah, it won't let me, so it stops me where I'm. Most people can just exhale. Me, I've got a whole wall blocking me, so I'm trying to go through something I can't. So it's literally stopping me, so I'm suffocating. And then it's got me where I kind of exhale like this, like, and then where it's like
I do understand that a little bit because part of my immune illness is put scar tissue in my lower lobe. So, like most people don't know that you actually have 5 lobes in your lungs. So my 2 lower lobes are 3/4 just completely shot. They're just covered with scar tissue. They don't absorb oxygen. So I had to learn to re-breathe through my chest, which is the opposite of the proper way to breathe. You're supposed to breathe through your abdomen, right? So I definitely get what you're saying because if I hit like stairs or anything that puts a little bit of tasking on my body, my blood oxygen goes way down instantly, and so I instantly I'm trying to catch my breath. That's how it affects me. So
Yeah, it's
I do
fucking
get it.
crazy. But they did
Yeah.
say that the lungs look good.
So I mean, but those are the
I mean,
important
basically,
things.
let me ask you this: if the acid was able to get to like my heart, it would have to hit the lungs first, right?
Yeah, I don't think the acid's actually getting to the organ. I think the acid is just getting to something where it's not supposed to, and that's triggering your nervous system, which is enough. Honestly, I'm telling you, it doesn't have to be physical damage. Your nervous system is so sensitive. You believe me, I've been through this for the last 10 years. Like having to self-diagnose how it's related to my autoimmune, but the nervous system is it just completely affects everything. Your blood sugars, your blood oxygen, your red blood cell and white blood cell creation, everything. Like it's just unbelievable. Once you control the nervous system itself, where you can help it not have to react, then that's when you start to rebuild other things.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, the main thing is just getting the. It's literally like I got a hole in me like this big, and on this side, and then maybe a lot of damage here because it's shooting up or whatever, but it
So you have
getting that to stop first as much as possible,
right,
and then getting everything to kind of relax like it's trying to do,
right. So you have like a whole wall of muscle which is called your thoracic cavity, and so that's where you have that's been pierced in your situation, right? Just that, not like your abs or anything like that. There's a whole nother layer of muscle that encapsulates all your organs, holds them all together.
I didn't really know that, huh?
Yeah. So you have your abdomen, and then so your body can move. Behind
So let me
your
ask you this: if they took a CAT scan today with contrast, would that come out if any of that was damaged?
if they do contrast dyes, they do the injection dye.
Yeah, they did it.
Yes. They would see any
They
major.
obviously said it came out fine.
So it could be healed because those muscles will repair themselves. Like I had my
it would have never had a chance to heal because this hasn't stopped. So yeah, I guess it didn't get to that point, or it can't.
So you had a CAT scan with contrast dye
Today.
and that was like so you're leading up. I can see that there's I'm trying to think what because I have it way totally different than yours. Mine's extremely noticeable, but it's almost like a hernia. It's like the muscles in that abdomen wall and the way that they bind with your abdominal muscles is like dead center, like right, like you're just as you're like sort of leaning up with your head there. You have like there's like a little lump right in the middle of your stomach right there, and it's a muscle, but it's not like your ab muscle. Yeah, right there. Yeah, but that's the muscle wall pushing up against your abdominal muscle.
Is that bad?
It's more commonly known as like a thoracic cavity hernia.
Great.
Which is when those muscles push through your abdominal muscles, and they just are able to wiggle through, and then because your abdominal muscles are so strong, it kind of presses them together and it creates like a little ball. You know what I mean? It's like most people think of hernias in their balls. It's not like that. It's usually right there in your thoracic cavity.
All right, let me delete these comments so they can shut the fuck up. Well, what do I do about that, or what? You don't think it's just my abs? I think that's just my abs.
It could, yeah. I mean, it could be. I'm looking at it from a weird angle. You know what I mean? And
But I mean, this
Yes,
is
you
also
just
this is
read-
where a lot of the issues have been, though. That's why it concerns me hearing you say that. But like I said, they just they did a CAT scan with contrast on my whole stomach today.
yeah.
You don't think any of that would have come out, or
I don't want to say only because I don't know how they were looking at it, because there's two different kinds of ways that they use contrast dye. They use them for your organs, and then they can use them for your basically your frame, like which would be all your muscles. Most of the time they use them for your organs, because that's why they put the contrast in, because it's in your vascular system. So it's going through the
I
organ
think you are
part.
kind of just seeing it at a weird angle, though.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah, I probably am.
It kind of looks on the camera like it's popping out and like
Yeah,
here it's
right.
really
You
not.
know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's not really that bad.
Okay, all right.
It looks bad on the camera, yeah.
No. Yeah, but so anyway, yeah,
I don't
I
think
think
it's
they-
that bad.
no,
Like all this,
I mean,
all this is pretty flat from my point of view.
yeah, it's even if it was something like that, it's like a same day surgery thing. They just use suture, and they just tie the muscle together. That's all it is. It's a hernia stuff.
Well, that was my other concern, kind of, because at one point when this got worse, I felt what I felt was like my intestine like flipping. And I screamed, and he said, "Nah, that's not possible, or that didn't happen." I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I can just tell you 1,000% that doctors are not truthful. They're just not. You know what I mean? Have you ever gotten your medical records? You should read them. You should get them and read them someday. Because I'll tell you what, you'll go, I wonder who this guy is in the medical record. Because this is not what happened to me. Like when I got mine, my surgeon was like superwoman, like going in and doing this, doing that, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I had a 6.5 hour hand surgery, and you guys took out 9 centimeters of non-necrotic tissue that you have not of an unknown origin. What am I, a fucking alien? And then pathology comes back, and they have no comparison source on file. How'd you like to hear that? No comparison source on file in the world.
Well, but you don't think, wouldn't that come out on the CAT scan though?
If they're looking specifically for your muscular injuries, but just a standard contrast dye is only organs, because it's anything that has arteries and vessels. So the blood, they want the dye go through your
I'm
arteries and
just
your
saying,
veins.
like, if you have a hernia, don't you feel it all the time?
No, you don't. No, it's that's the thing. Like certain hernias, a hernia is just a term for broken muscle tissue.
Or
So
let
if
me
you have a
ask you
hernia
this.
in your nuts,
Could that
you'll
affect
feel that.
Could that affect my breathing?
1,000%. You don't understand. I mean, it absolutely affects your breathing. It's
Because what you're saying makes some sense and is kind of concerning, because that's kind of what it felt like when this
it's
it was one
your
part
inner
happened to
wall.
me, and then the next part happened where after I almost passed out and I fought and stayed conscious from what happened with the burning. Then, like I said, it felt like my intestine flipped one night, and I screamed, and then it's like at that point I kept going though, like I kept working out, and then it's like it traveled upwards, and that's what I have is like all that damage. It feels like, or pulling, it's like I'm being strangled by my intestines, and like it's pulling
the
from
area
that
you're
spot
talking
down
about.
here in the back and shit.
The area that you're talking about, though, is why I feel that it might be something like that, because that's the whole reason for that inner encapsulating muscle tissue. Is just like when you breathe, your lungs are muscles; they breathe in and out. But that muscle wall also presses against them, and that assists the in and out motion. your organs, especially your small and your large intestine, right? That you're talking long, like many feet of intestines that are wrapped up and they're perfectly placed inside your thoracic cavity. If you do have a breach of that muscle wall, then your small intestine, which is attached to your stomach, which is it's exactly where stomach acid, and there's also acids inside your intestine, which are different. That's because everything that you eat, anything you take for supplements, medications, it has to go through the intestinal wall. That's what metabolizes it into your bloodstream. That's why, that's why shooting heroin instead of taking it has an instantaneous effect, because it doesn't metabolize; it goes right into your vein. That's the thing. So that area is highly sensitive. That's like where acid reflux comes. That's where what do they call ulcers and things come from. I mean, like a perforated ulcer can be the size of the head of a pencil eraser, and it'll feel like you're getting stabbed to death. I mean, this is pain that's a different level because it's so severe.
I wouldn't wish what I've been going through on anyone.
I know, I can relate to what you're going through. But in answer to your question, is that if where your small intestine meets your stomach, if there's 3/4 of an inch wiggle room, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's not even a hernia that's broken through. That could just be like weak muscle tissue or something. You know what I mean? A lot of times senior citizens get that. That's when they start getting acid reflux, because that area where the small intestine is, it just starts being able to move a little bit, and it creates like a mixture where the food goes from your stomach into the small intestine. It's not like one of the doors on the SS Enterprise where it's like, you know what I mean? Like it just opens up, food goes down. So if it's not in the right place, it's like it's like being on your head and trying to swallow. Think about that. I mean, like the muscles will force it down, but gravity won't.
Ace, what are you saying looks bad? Because I'm gonna say this again. My abdominal wall. Does that look still swollen? I think that's just my abs.
No, from there it doesn't. But the way that you're laying, you look like Sigourney Weaver and like Alien there.
Yeah.
Right. I'm waiting for like a little baby Tyree to come out.
Yeah, it's just my torso and the angle.
Yeah, I think it's the shadow because of the light and stuff. So anyways. But
it doesn't look like that here.
No, not at all. Not from the side.
But that is where a lot of the issues been with it pushing everything up. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I felt like I had a hole through me right there.
Yeah.
And this part, you can ask Jenny. She's seen me in that hotel room when I literally couldn't breathe, and I'm telling her like, look, and this whole part was going in. I don't mean in like a little. I mean in like a hole.
Right. I get it.
A hole inside of me.
Yeah. So that could be maybe a damage to your abdominal muscles. You know, so something like that. I think my chat screwed up, but it looks like Mo Onions was suggesting like a Mike Saha fasting thing.
He was making a joke.
Yep.
He knows that we laugh at Mike Saha.
Yeah.
Hackett got jokes, yo. I don't know if he made a joke lately, but yeah, he has jokes. What was I gonna tell you? But basically, if the medicine's helping with the protonics, that's a good sign, right? Just stick with that.
Yeah, definitely. That's especially with everything we talked about. For them to give you that, and you have that difference in the way that you feel, that's monumental. There's very
It's
few
not like it's all
medications.
gone. I still, trying to
But
breathe
just-
and I feel it, but yeah.
Having any kind of relief
Right.
is huge when it comes to like catastrophic injury. You know. Really
What was
does.
I gonna say? So who can I go to check what they told me to see a doctor, and I have the number. I guess I could ask him if he could check for that.
Yeah, you have to.
Can they
What do they?
feel
What,
and check for that?
you need either a really good endocrinologist,
I
because
think
they
this
deal.
one's more geared towards the stomach, but he said they would look at my spleen and my liver and shit like
Yeah.
that or something.
Yeah, endocrinologists deal with all your organs that run your body. So,
Can
just-
can a doctor just literally feel and tell if I have any kind of hernia? Or no?
at some point, at some point they can, but on like little tiny minor levels, no, they have like MRIs and specialized imaging devices. You know what they probably do? I wasn't even thinking of this. They probably give you a what's it called? An ultrasound. You can do local ultrasounds. They can tell like tiny differences in blood flow, things like that. They could do an ultrasound in that area. They could go on and they could tell.
Dude, that's what I've been asking for from day one. They refuse to do it. Or you can ask Jenny. We asked in Green Bay.
That's crazy. That's the easiest and the least expensive thing in the world.
No, because all they want to do is say stomach gastritis. That's what they diagnosed me with, gastritis,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
'cause-
there's a difference between having gastritis and being burnt in your fucking stomach and abdomen.
Yeah.
There's
Listen,
a
I
huge
feel you.
difference. It's called being an internal burn victim.
Yeah.
And whatever you're calling gastritis is a result of the burns. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I do. I was just in thought because it just reminds me of like what I went through. It took 24 months, 13 specialists, just to have a nurse tell me exactly what I had. 13 specialists had no idea. And a nurse goes, "I know exactly what's wrong with you." It's just me. What was wrong with me?
Yeah.
I had 13. I mean, I went to a friggin' infectious disease doctor. I would take to tell your friends to go in there. You know, my heart was pounding going in there. She literally took 3 seconds, looked at my hands, flipped them over, and goes, "All right." She was swimming with tropical fish, and
Right.
I said, "When?" I go, "Yeah, I mean, I definitely have, but not recently." It was she was like, "In the last 6 months." I go, "No." I go, "It's been years. I have no idea what's wrong with you." And then I literally said, "I go, listen, I'll sign any waiver. I'll sign anything. Just tell me right now, do I have something like some new crazy illness like fucking AIDS or something like that that's going to be this catastrophic?" And she goes, "No." And I go, "You said that like really quickly, confidently. You don't have any idea what it is. But you're saying it's definitely not something crazy new that you haven't seen." I mean, boy, to know and not know so easily, Jesus. But anyways, it was nuts.
Yeah. But you said it's called an endocrinologist?
Endocrinologist. Yeah,
That
endocrinologist.
sounds expensive. What about just a basic Valley cheap doctor?
Well, actually, an endocrinologist, I mean, a specialist for like general medicine. Like,
Are
when
you
go
saying
to
basically
see-
they'll do an ultrasound?
they do lots of things. They do like they can work with blood work. They can work with just examination.
That's what they took
and they do
today,
all.
a ton of.
Yeah.
They took blood work, and I
Yeah.
guess it came back fine.
Yeah, that you actually got the results back.
I didn't see them, but they didn't tell me
Yeah.
nothing, so I think they would have said something.
Yeah, I think I get blood work a lot. It usually takes like 24 hours, and then they'll call you if there's an issue. So it could maybe something like that. But it's good to get. Most places have like an app, and you can read your test results. it's good to just get familiar with that stuff, just for your own peace of mind. You know what I mean? To like to know your cholesterol numbers, your red blood cell count, your white blood count, because doctors, those tests come out, and they're just based on a range. Like your red blood cell count is 30 to 90. If you're under 30, then you have a low blood cell count. But you can have 30 to 90, and that's normal. But that's a huge range. And if it's over 90, then you have too much. But it's like, what's the difference between having?
Like right now, is it feels like, I don't know, like maybe the burn created like an ulcer or something, and maybe it's like almost like the stomach acid is bouncing off of that and then going into my back on the left side more, and then it's coming up through the behind, like where my heart is and shit. That's why I'm concerned about my heart and pushing forward. Does that make sense?
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna this is something that I'm actually good at. Let me do this. It's like I think it's like 6 in the morning here, so I'm gonna wrap this up. But I'm gonna write down what you just told me. All right. So.
Because that I can feel that it's like acid or something that's going in that's blocking the left side to where my lung is. So they're like, well, your lungs are fine, yeah, but if they don't have any room to fucking move, then I can't breathe.
Right.
And at one point they were being like, told Jennifer, I told her everything I feel like like when this first started happening, no one knows I was being asphyxiated, literally. I was asphyxiating, and I couldn't understand what was going on, and I was just in a panic trying to figure out how do I try to beat this, how do I breathe. So I was trying everything, and I just, like everything, somehow willed myself through it. But I've been asphyxiating basically this entire time. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. It's the worst thing imaginable.
That is absolutely worse. Not being able to catch your breath is the worst.
Not even catch breath. I'm talking
or having breath.
Just breathe. Period. Yeah, like you're trying to, but you're not able to really. Yeah.
Yep.
It's horrible.
So I give you my word. I'll do a deep search through Tufts Medical, which is who I'm linked in with because of my illness. So I can go through their medical journal records, so that will give me oddball cases. I can put your symptomology in and match it up. And I'd prefer to do that to give you my opinion because that's specific. And I might be able to find something that matches it.
Right.
And all I can tell you is this. Again, 13 specialists, and I was just deep. Like I was lost in reading my medical records, researching, just Googling and reading articles. And I had come to where I thought that I knew what I had, and then that nurse said, that's exactly what it is. And I'm like, this is insane. You know what I mean? Because every pathology report that I got, it said to do an A1 enzyme inhibitor test. And then when I learned out what I had, that's the test for what I had. So every doctor ignored pathology saying, first suggestion is do an A1 enzyme inhibitor test. And if they had done that, then they would have diagnosed me in 8 seconds.
Wow.
You know? So that's why I can honestly say that, forget, I'm not being a smart ass.
No.
Literally, doctors do not give you the truth. They give you like a, let's just go slow, and they don't, they'll never acknowledge what you're really feeling if it doesn't fit a cookie cutter mold of what they know, because it's just that the government doesn't want it.
I've been arguing with them for like 5 times now.
Yeah, see, and listen, if you don't fight for your own health, no one else is gonna. Trust me.
Right.
It's fucking crazy. So, anywho, well, I'm gonna let you get some sleep, and I'm gonna probably crash for a couple hours, but I'm sure we'll chat again tomorrow. So I promise you, I will get you the best information that I can find on this. Is that cool?
Yeah. But you do think just stick with that medicine if it's helping.
Right,
It's probably
right
good.
now, 1000%. I've already looked up while we're talking, and I know what it is. It's not like other things you get addicted to. This is a very rejuvenative, it's almost like the CoQ10 we're talking about. It's targeting right what you're talking about, and if you're getting relief from it, that's like the best feedback in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I can summarize for you what happened real quick. I mean, basically, I drank, I think it was called Clavulin. It was an acid-based antibiotic. They gave it to me in Austin. And then I was taking creatine hydrochloric acid. And I just thought it was odd because they were making phone calls at the time. So I might have been targeted because these people, the same people on here who stalked me, were making calls. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it past them because I'm online talking about, hey, I'm taking this creatine. So somebody who understands basic chemistry might have been evil and said, okay, we'll give him an acid-based antibiotic.
Okay, so
Because
you know what
mix two
you know
acids
what it was
with
called?
basic chemistry, it'll burn holes inside me. And that's what it did. And I can tell you where they were because I felt them. It was gurgling around right here. On this side, where I'm telling you it's going, pushing where it's blocking my lung, it was right here, where you get your air. If this blocks off your, I'm out of here, and that's what I've been facing a lot. So of course nothing scares me because that's the scariest thing in the world. All this shit where I can't get any air. So this, and then like right here, I think. So think about it. If I got. And it was gurgling like so loud I could hear it with my fucking ears in my stomach.
So what ended up happening?
All right, say it again.
So what ended up happening? You drank it.
Fucking was strong, and I fucking kept moving. I kept living.
I see.
Eventually, when I came down here, at that time, I was ducking the Warren and shit, and I was around my mom, and my mom, fucking. What do you call it? Like, and that's just where I was living because that's my residence. But I passed out in front of her. So I fought to stay conscious, basically. And I did stay conscious somehow, but I fell out in front of my mom. Fell the fuck out. Like, that's never happened to me in my life. It felt like it felt like a heart attack. It felt like my heart was connected somehow. I said something's not right, and then she watched me just fall out in front of her like literally like this, and I could see like the sun, but I'm so strong like and mentally that I fucking literally like I refused to pass out, so I fucking was hanging on, and I stayed conscious. So I willed myself to where I didn't actually pass out, and then she took me to the hospital, but they didn't do shit. They took like a CAT scan with no contrast and said we don't see anything, and gave me some bullshit medicine. They just shrugged it off, when I'm asking questions trying to figure out what the fuck to do, but that was, I don't know if it was like a month or a couple weeks after I had been burnt. So I mean, it's not like it wasn't serious out the gate. I mean, it was life-changing the minute that it happened.
I bet it was.
I was working for a company called Barbarella's. It's the one that they would try to make fun of me on here and say, oh, you work at a gay bar. No, I didn't work at a gay bar. It had one night where they had like a gay night, and the rest of the nights were all normal, and that was just part of how the bar operated. And I did security in there, and I'd have an earpiece. Like, we were legit. I had an earpiece, and we'd communicate with each other, and I would take people down and shit like that, and like I saw a lot of violent, crazy shit doing that job. Participated in a lot of ass whooping, but that's when it happened, and I was doing security at the back gate, and I felt it burning holes inside of me. There's nothing I could do. I had already ingested both of them.
That's incredible, man. So, I got a couple hits and stuff.
I have faith in what they're saying and the medicine. I hope that it works. I feel like I think it's going to try to help.
Yeah. Well, I think it is. So,
Yeah.
anyway, so, all right, man. Get some rest. I'm gonna do the same, and I'll have some info for you tomorrow. I'll give you my word.
Sweet. All right. Thanks.
All right, man. Hey,
All
peace.
right. Let's try to do something tomorrow if you have a chance.
Yeah, definitely. Ace,
All right,
I hope
cool.
that we're better friends tomorrow. I respect you, brother.
All right. You too. I appreciate it.
All right, man.
All right. We'll talk in a minute. I'm Batman. Stay mad.